we'll do a mic check now. Any mics here? Mic check.
There he is.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Table to Table.
Hello.
I'm Matt. That's David. That's Nate.
Hi.
I love that I still have a different font.
That's Jen.
It's Hand Puppet Jamie.
Yes.
That's actually Jen. Anyways, wait for her to come back down.
Yeah, might as well. Think she'll notice?
No.
Why is that turtle over there?
Attack my turtle.
She's trying to swim in my beer. Don't know if she has beer in it. I just know she drinks White Claws a lot.
Snake in my
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna say boot.
No, that's the obvious go-to, but
You know, it's a small thing to ever worry about, but do you guys ever worry about a snake being in the toilet and then like you're taking a poop and then like snake's like, "Bah!"
Yes.
I do not worry about that.
It can happen.
When I was
very rarely.
Yes, it can.
When I was young, I used to worry that there was a
Alligator?
witch
Oh.
in the toilet that I don't know was gonna grab me or do something, and so I had
Just
to race.
poke your bum.
I had to race to like poop on it to keep her away.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
That's an interesting one.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't have anything like that.
So fables on table. Welcome back, Joe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta race poop to kill the witches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would poop on her head, and she'd be like, "Ah!"
This was last year, right?
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
2020 was a bad year.
It was rough.
Just blame it all on 2020.
Yeah.
Anyway. So last week we did some traveling.
Bear Town.
And yeah, we're live now. We're mic'd and stuff.
Yes.
We have
Sound is good.
We have Sirenscape for the wonderful sounds of the background.
If it was on.
Yep.
It's that silent ambiance.
Yeah.
It's called suspense. So anyways, last week, 2 weeks ago, yep, 2 weeks ago,
we left.
they traveled from Neverwinter and they skirted around Luskan, crossed River Marar, and secondary delivery.
Was that you?
Yeah.
It's like, there's a snake on my porch.
Those steps, it sounded like a snake, yeah.
Yep. And they had just gotten across the River Marar, and I think that's where we ended last week. Not really a ton, just some traveling and some.
I thought we left off closer to the mountains.
Yeah, you guys are like
We
halfway
just-
between.
We decided
River Marar
to try to
and-
run around the mountain instead of going over it to try and make up time. I
Did you?
believe. If I remember.
I have written down our destination is Targos and 10 towns.
I also want to point out there was 10 towns that I could have picked for your target to be. I watched a bunch of lore dumps yesterday. Zentarum is in 10 towns, and it's in Targos. So of the 10 towns that I randomly picked, I nailed it. There actually is a Zentarum outpost in Targos. It blew my mind. There's only one. I'm like, yes.
Well, so you shouldn't have said anything. We just would have been like, oh, you're so smart.
That's how good a DM you are.
Yeah.
I just
You revealed the magic.
I just knew. I looked and I'm like, but yeah, I got some lore dumps in the towns, the 10 towns, and what's not. That's pretty cool. So you guys decided to go around or through?
We decided, we talked about going over the mountains and following them, or going around the mountains to try to make up time.
Right.
And I feel like if we have horses, we can make more speed if we go around. Because we don't have Skyrim horses.
Right.
Well, there's a good chance the horses won't even make it even going around. I mean, it's getting pretty thick. As you get
Winter
closer and
horses,
closer,
clearly.
We're in the soup.
Yeah, where are we?
Well, I thought that because we went around Luskan
Yeah,
and like
around
crossed
Luskan.
the river somewhere, that
Yeah.
it put us farther away from going around.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a thingy where you're at. Let me turn up the ambiance from Sirenscape. There we go. All right, so let me see.
I
can
thought we only went around like by like a mile.
Can I move us in closer? Yeah, I can move us in a little closer. So,
What is this?
So you guys are roughly off the map south of like this road.
Oh, okay.
So I would say you're probably a few miles off of this main path. That it is kind of like. Is this just some random dude trying to learn how to play piano?
He's learning chopsticks.
It kind of sounds like it.
Emphasis on chop since it's suspenseful.
Party. But anyways, yeah. So you guys are probably a few miles off of this main path, and then there is a way to go around. But I do think it would be longer to go around unless. Because I mean, unfortunately, this place, as you get kind of closer and closer towards Icewind Dale, the more north you go, the more snow there is, the more heavy the winds are, the more kind of like over snowed everything is. So it's kind of even hard to see where a road is. I mean, they don't have like plows or anything.
Yeah.
It gets colder. It gets really just harder and harder to see anywhere you go, and you can't imagine it would be. And you can pick either one, but.
I mean, either way, we're not going to.
There's a known path, and then there's the outer path. There is an ocean path as well, but you guys are not really near a port besides Luskin. And plus, it would probably you imagine, it'd be a bit difficult going through solid ice from like the winters.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, they don't have ice cutters on their ships?
They have spellcasters casting flame hands or something.
They probably do to an extent.
Flame hands.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do? At the moment, you guys, I'm probably a few days travel to get towards the 10 towns.
It looks like this is a trail through the spine of the world.
Yeah, it is a known path through the spine of the world. It's called the 10 Trail.
Yeah, we would
We're going to stick to the main trail.
take that, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So you guys spend the remainder of the day traversing snow, and it just gets thicker and thicker. It starts getting to a foot tall, and then about a foot and a half, and then 2 foot, and it just keeps getting. It gets to a point where you're like trudging through like waist-high snow. It's really cold. It's almost piercing cold, but you guys did prepare for some cold weather with the winter wear. And, horses help, yeah. You have to stop a little bit more often to kind of like make sure they're not freezing over and dying. So I'm sure you guys have magical means of preventing that.
Hopefully.
Some kind of warmth.
I don't.
You guys got a druid and a sorcerer. Yeah, I'm sure you guys got something
Well,
warm.
probably.
And you're getting to the point where it's getting nighttime, and it's up to you, but traversing through the nighttime in this kind of cold weather would be
Ill-advised.
pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one thing to note, as you get closer, it became night earlier, a lot quicker than you anticipated. As opposed to like the sun slowly going down, it was just kind of like just night. All of a sudden, you guys just kind of noticed like, wow, it got dark real quick.
What kind of wildlife would we see up here?
At the moment, there's not much. You hear birds crowing in the background. Every now and then you see a moose-like creature.
What sound does a moose
Moo.
Moose. They just the Pokemon. They just say their names.
Moose.
Really, Nathan?
Oh, I was like,
was like,
what the fuck?
I knew what she said. Like as she was looking at it, I
Always
saw it.
blame Nate.
Yeah. So
I knew it was Nathan.
how are you guys resting for the night? Or are you guys going forward?
We're gonna
I
rest
still
for the
have
night.
some tiny hut scrolls. I have 3 left.
Would I be
That
able
I
to
can
tell how
do.
many days it is away from where we are?
Yeah, I mean, you have a map. It's fairly crude, but you have a map that kind of gives you a general idea. Go ahead and make a survival roll. With advantage because you have a map.
Because I'm literally the guy.
Well, yeah.
Cool. So 16.
You guesstimate probably 2.5 to 3 days if nothing goes wrong.
Okay, well, it's about 2 or 3 days, assuming nothing goes wrong. So if you have 3 scrolls, then ideally you can use each scroll each day, or at least use 2 of them and then have one for when we get there.
No. Okay, then I will take out one of my little tiny hut.
I will set up a little camp and fire for myself.
Alright. Easy enough to do.
Oh shit.
Make a perception check. See if you guys find a nice little spot. You can do that. Whoever has, whoever's leading the party, basically. So probably you.
I have amazing perception, so.
Oh, gone forever.
Well,
I tried.
You can help her.
15.
Well, if you
Okay,
give her
yeah.
advantage if you're helping.
Oh, okay. I'm always.
Hey, that's better.
Because you're the guide, so.
20. A lot. 15 plus 9.
So as you guys are getting closer to the spine of the world, there's a cave entrance that you see, kind of spotted out. Nothing's in it. It looks like a really good spot to kind of tuck in for the night.
Tuck in as just to get out of the cold, or
Yeah.
should I still do the tiny hut?
That's up to you.
You might not need to do the tiny hut if we've.
That's
Volman starts to make a fire inside.
Can we?
Helps light up the area. You
Is
kind of
the
look
cave-
around. You see like old ancient carvings of sorts, just from random tribes that went through here. Odalin recognizes them as Goliath tribe, tribal.
Is it just like a kind of small little run room kind of thing?
It's probably about a 40 to 50 foot wide opening, and
But it's not
It's a
like
pretty
many
large-
passages.
no, yeah, it's kind of just a big semi-dome.
Don't
It's
need
kind of
the,
carved out.
we
Probably
could
don't
just-
need the dome then.
Yeah, we could just
I'll hang on to it.
set up something by the door.
I'm going to ask Alton if he can do the alarm across the entrance.
Sure, no problem.
Sure,
Yeah, he'll
I'll
set
set an
alarm
alarm right there.
probably 10 foot outside,
Eek, I
kind
wear
of give a little
plates.
bit of perimeter.
Perimeter check.
Tonight I have no armor. Shit.
You have no armor.
Well, because I'll have plates, I have to take that off, and it takes
Oh.
like 10 minutes to put on plate.
Yeah. It sucks to sleep and play. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Apparently, you cannot do it.
I want to say it's something like you don't get.
You don't
Yeah,
get
you
you don't get a long
you get an
rest if you
exhaustion.
sleep in.
You get an exhaustion level.
I think in any armor. Maybe
Yeah.
besides the light.
I was gonna say besides light, because leather armor would be cloth armor. I don't know if that's in
Basically
5e.
wearing a blanket.
Exactly. It's like sleeping in jeans. It's not comfortable, but you can do it in sleep.
I wear a Snuggie +1.
I have a king size blanket. I don't need anything else.
The night is cold, but you guys are able to get a nice rest in, taking turns, keeping an eye out. You hear strange things in the night. There's the sound of what you feel like those moose creatures were. There's almost the sound of. Let's see, whose watch would this be? I'll just do a D4. What kind of order are you guys doing?
Well, I know you two are elves, so.
I guess it'd be a D3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a
So, I mean,
D3.
No, technically, I'd be up for 2 watches worth.
Oh, good. So you'll be 3 and 4.
I'll take a watch.
So I'll just do 1, 2. What I mean on the die, not in order.
Oh, okay.
So you could be first and fourth, but
Yeah.
So you'll be 1 and 4, 2, 3. So 2. So
Okay.
on your watch,
I'm about to die.
about an hour in, you hear almost the screams of what sounds like a baby crying off in the distance.
Screams of a baby?
Yeah, it's pretty loud too. It's kind of crazy.
Have
It sounds like a human baby crying.
Have I heard this before?
Has Kradek ever been in the north?
I would
You
assume
can choose.
I would assume I'd have traveled this path before.
Yeah, make a survival check with advantage.
Okay, survival 21.
Yeah, you remember these coming through here before, and you went to go investigate it the first time, and you found out that it's something called a crag cat.
Crag cat.
Yeah, they can mimic the sounds of humans crying, whether it be any kind of large or small.
You made me cry.
Yeah, they mimi cry, and they use it to lure
Bobbies.
anything into a trap, basically.
Okay.
Fairly intelligent creatures, and you hear it from a pretty far distance. It's pretty loud. It kind of echoes throughout the cavern.
Do they wake up?
It's not that loud. You
Okay.
just kind of hear it off in the distance. No, not loud enough to wake them up.
Okay.
You kind of wait a bit, and you're like, okay, they probably aren't. It doesn't seem like it's close enough for it to be for you guys. Probably for something else.
Okay. When I hand over my watch to Kiara, I'm gonna mention sounds of baby crying is
Go
creature
investigate
that,
it immediately.
it's a creature trying to lure you out. It's not an actual baby crying.
Oh, okay.
The correct
It's like a fox. Foxes' cries sound like women screaming. This thing uses
Except much bigger. It is what I turned into a number of times in the Underdark.
Oh,
I don't remember that at all.
I actually do remember him saying he turned into a cry cat before. I don't know why.
yeah.
What did they
I
have
remember
to
that.
like?
Stealthy,
Stealthy.
Dexy.
The sounds of babies crying.
Yeah,
Who
they
doesn't
have,
like that?
It's the music to my ears.
They have like that spell protection.
Spell resistance.
Well, it's an odd sort of protection. I can't remember the specifics of it right now.
Okay.
but yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just because you hear crying doesn't mean run out. Good night.
Okay. I'll take my watch.
Yeah, and the rest of your your watch is uneventful. You wake up in the morning.
Do we know? Because the way you said
I need
No.
Volman, Kiaran, and Kyra to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
What?
Hey Jan, can I borrow a D20?
Do you not have any
Do you
dice?
not have
I
your
don't have
dice?
anything. Yeah.
Well,
Here.
I think she has enough.
Ooh, you get to pick your own set.
Yeah, and if you want,
Make
you
sure
can throw
roll
them in
them
dice
first.
jail.
Make sure you roll them.
Yeah, you have to
first.
roll
Yeah.
5 times and ignore the results
You have
until
to- You have to prime them.
I'm gonna roll these 3 times and choose my favorite.
So none of these are the roll.
Except that one's not a D20, so fuck you.
So none of these are the
Oh,
rolls.
God, that's crap.
Which set is the one you want?
I mean, I want the blue one to do well, but it
I'm
is
gonna spend the
refusing.
key points to re-roll that shit.
Yeah, it just seems like
Okay.
that one is just not doing it for you.
I'm gonna say this one is
Kaput.
Kyra and this one is Bulman.
Okay.
That's better.
You can't possibly roll terrible 3 times in a row, can it?
he's looking up to roll a straight.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the one I
It's
made
not just me!
because it has my magic in it. From now on, and this one.
There you
Okay,
go.
so Volman, that'll be at least.
Wisdom?
What's our current proficiency bonus?
6.
6. So for Volman, that's at least a 15.
Okay.
But for Kyra, her thing I actually have.
Mine's a 27.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Do you normally
7.
bring stuff?
Huh?
Do you normally bring stuff?
Yeah, I've had like my brown bag with me with the books and stuff.
You don't leave
it has my
anything
dice
over
bag.
here?
No, because I've been using it at home to work on my thing,
Okay.
module, whatever.
So the 3 of you wake up. The 2, Kyra and Volman, you guys wake up and your nose is bleeding,
Oh.
and you have a killer headache.
Hmm.
Karen, you wake up, a little bit of a nosebleed, a little bit of a headache, not too bad. Kind of just shitty, but not too
Like a
bad.
bad hangover.
Yeah, kinda.
Huh.
But for you guys, it's much worse.
Hmm.
Something just racked your brain last night while you were sleeping, and it just kind of, you just wake up and it's just kind of just rough. Alton. La, la, la. Okay, yeah, him as well. He also wakes up.
Do I need to do a wisdom check?
Nope. A terrible headache and nosebleed.
I just kind of. What the hell? Oh! Your nose.
You're all.
Yeah, you have like icicles of blood just drip all on your face.
Only thing I can think of is it's cold related.
Can I make a
Medicine check?
intelligence check for Volman? Because I mean he traveled up north to try and find Odalin in the first place, so he's been in this environment before.
Sure.
I'd like to make one too, just on. I want to do it for Alton though. See if he's okay. What? Are my dice sucking for you? It's not just
You should
me!
just-
Every roll is just a 4.
That's what I'm
Just-
saying. You should just not own dice.
Use a digital app.
Yeah.
Just Google it. You can roll D20 on Google.
I
Use your
might.
phone. Tap it.
I might.
Yeah. Oh, the magic app I have has all the D20.
I got a
Um,
15 on a medicine check.
7 D sets. It has an X-sided die.
It's gonna be less than 10.
You don't have your character on you?
No.
Oh shit.
I guess I put it in my bag last time, so.
Well, shit. Is it your character's not on?
Oh, for Kyra.
No, I only have Kyra.
Oh.
I must have
Your
thrown
character's
it in
on
my
roll
bag
20.
last time. There's no way it's updated.
It's more than nothing. It's better than nothing.
That's true.
I used Volmon stuff
Yeah, it's
last
like-
week. Did you
it's-
take it home with you?
Yeah, because you handed it to me.
You,
And so I
You
just put it
caused
in the
him not
bag.
to have his character.
yeah, the character's level 14 on roll 20, so at least it'd
Okay.
be a.
It's only 3 levels behind.
I rolled a 4, and so for intelligence, it's definitely gonna be less than 10.
You're doing like a.
Just a general intelligence or
It'd be plus 6. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 10
wasn't
exactly.
Kyra a medicine doctor person?
Kyra is, yeah.
Yeah. You do the medicine check on Alton, and
Okay, Kyra got an
it just
18
seems like
on medicine.
just like a bad migraine. There's nothing really you could tell besides, like, nothing physical's wrong with them. You could tell. I mean,
I'm doing like, follow my finger.
Yeah.
Like that kind
He's
of thing.
concussed.
he seems just like a really bad headache. What did Kyra get?
18 on medicine.
Same conclusion. Seems just like a really bad headache.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
all of you got it at the same time.
Alright.
Kyra's probably never seen anything like this, but she doesn't think it has anything to do with the weather
Okay.
or the area.
Interesting.
And it's very interesting that he wasn't affected at all. Nothing really adds up. Oh no!
What?
Nothing.
It's your fault.
Oh, totally.
Alright, well, are we gonna be okay to push forward?
Yeah.
We're gonna have it's either push forward or turn back. So
Well, we could stay.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah.
There is a third option.
Yes.
We could just
Kieran's
stick
asking
around.
the group, like, do you feel okay to move on? Should we wait a
Do
little
we
bit?
need like to take an extra breakfast?
Do we need, yeah, like,
Hey, wake up, you have
Like a
some breakfast.
second
And
breakfast.
the headache kind of subsides a bit.
Lemonsies.
They
It
have
doesn't-
good berries and yeah, good to push on.
Yeah, it doesn't hinder you. Just seems like a bit of a traumatic brain aneurysm.
Aneurysm is exactly what I was thinking in my
Brain
head.
aneurysms are kind of off-putting.
Yeah. Just had a group stroke.
A synchronized aneurysm.
Yeah.
Why
Everyone.
not?
It's synchronized stroking.
It's like how it's
No!
like how women will get on the same, like they'll synchronize
Yeah.
if they live together.
Yep.
We've been adventuring together for so long that we just,
We just do everything together now.
yeah, like stroking.
synchronized stroking, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
really hoping that was just gonna slip under the radar.
I was really hoping I wouldn't react if you said certain words and then you said it.
As soon as you said she said so
Whoa!
synchronized, I was like, she can't say anything bad, can she? And then she did.
So the
Like-
blizzard in the morning is much more worse than it was when you went to bed.
In the form of polar bear.
Okay.
It's a bit more snowy, and you hear thunder above. You can't see the sky. It just seems dark. It seems like it's still night, even though you guys know you slept for at least 8 hours. And then even had breakfast in the morning. It still feels like night. Very strange. Very cold.
Thank you, Jamie. I forgot the little booklet has the stat. I put Volmon in here, so.
Hey!
There you go.
I was trying to find something like that for this year's Christmas thing, but I couldn't find one at recess. It's kind of sad.
Good job, Jamie.
So you're a polar bear. When
Yes.
you travel on. Is it actively snowing really bad or just
Oh
super
yeah.
windy?
Yeah, it's snowing pretty bad. It's definitely
Damn,
going
if only
to.
I was a dragon that had flame breath.
It's definitely going to slow down travel, getting through this. I mean, the winds are like it's brutal. And
Pull the hood up on my cloak.
yeah.
Is
You
there
guys kind of
a
trek forward.
is there a like nationwide like traveling advisory going out?
Yeah, there's a winter advisory. Winter weather
Schools are
advisory.
down.
It's a level 2. You're not supposed to be on the roads unless you
Yeah.
absolutely have to.
Yeah.
They highly advise staying off the streets. Stay in buildings.
Anybody watching from Ohio knows what we're talking about.
Even though right now in Ohio it's like fucking spring.
Yeah.
So next week it's supposed to be 50 again.
Oh my god.
Winter will start, and when it does, it's gonna be bad.
Maybe.
Winter doesn't start until technically like January anymore.
Yeah.
Seems like it, yeah. But global warming's not a thing, so whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys travel for a few hours, and it's like I said, it's brutal. It's even hard to like talk to each other as the winds are so vicious. If you have a beard, you can hear the wind blowing through it, as I discovered when I first went into high winds. I can actually hear it go whoosh through my beard. It's hilarious. I giggled out loud.
Giggled out
It
loud.
was great. I'm like, oh my god, I heard. Whoa!
GOL.
It's a thing. It's the first time it's ever happened.
Gall.
Gall! I galled!
Goal. Goal.
But yeah, it's not very pleasant, obviously. As a polar bear, it's probably probably not too bad.
He's taking steps in, like kicking the leg out because he's so
Yeah.
happy.
But yeah, so for a few hours, you guys start traveling in, and you come across, off in the distance, you can see billowing smoke from this cabin that's kind of offset off the road a bit. You can see fireplace flickering through the windows. Just looks like this cabin.
How long have we been traveling for today?
I said a few hours. So it's just a brando cabin
Yep.
off the main path.
Yep, probably about a
That's-
couple hundred feet off the main path.
Not
And it's hard to
ominous.
even see, but you can kind of just see the smoke and the fireplace, you know, like I
It
said,
could be
through
like
the
a
windows,
rest stop kind of thing.
off to the side. And it looks welcoming.
Do we want to make a stop or keep it on?
How far away are we from our destination, though? We're still like another 2
2
days
days,
out,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather's picking up pretty bad.
Yeah,
So
the
this would
added
be a
weather.
decent spot
to
to-
like wait out the
To
storm,
wait out
maybe.
the storm if desired.
Might be a lot more waiting than expected.
The DM drops a random cabin now in the middle of nowhere. You definitely have to go check it out.
Or
Who doesn't?
definitely
Definitely
just walk
don't.
around it.
It's like a cat in a box. With like the cat, when the cat's given the box, it's like,
Sure, I'll play with the box. When the cat's given a toy or the box, and it's like, I'll take the box. This is him dropping a toy with a box around us, and like, yeah, we can just go to the box.
I personally empathize with the person that lives in that cabin. They clearly want to be left alone. That's why they live here.
Yes. Nobody lives out in the cabin in the
Yeah.
middle of the woods to be visited
Yeah,
a lot.
we may be a little uncomfortable, but they want their privacy.
What do you guys do?
I vote to pass it.
Can I get close enough to see if I can see inside? If there's anybody inside?
That's a vote no.
I'm gonna stealth up there.
Alright, go ahead and make your stealth check.
You fail, you leave footprints leading to your destination.
Oh, I float,
Ooh.
Why?
so I don't leave footprints.
How do you float? I'm sorry.
She's an angel.
I got angelic
Right,
rays.
Angelic
right,
rays.
right.
How
Yeah.
do you float, Nate?
I don't.
Damn right
I
you
turn
don't,
into a bird.
Mr. Polar Bear.
Yeah, I float above the ground so I don't leave any footprints.
You go scare the person. Just approach.
T-posing?
Just float over.
Float up
You're
into the
just
window.
silhouette.
We found aliens.
Actually, what I'm gonna do. Okay, so for stealth, I rolled a 27,
Uh-huh.
and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go outward like this, and then float up, and float like towards the top of the roof, and then I'm gonna lean down and see if I can like look in the window.
Come down the chimney.
Yeah.
I'm Santa
Um,
Claus.
As you kind of get a few feet off the ground, you start getting like thrown around by the wind. The wind is
Oh
pretty
shit.
heavy. So you kind of like try to still yourself, and you're kind of fighting the wind at this point. But yeah, you're able to see inside. Inside the window, you see a fireplace that's kind of lit and glowing with fire, as fireplaces do. You see an older. Make a nature check.
Nature?
Well, yeah, you're from the Underdark, so I don't know how much you know, but yeah,
Ooh.
nature check.
That's a straight roll for me. 8.
You see a large figure, probably 6 to 7 foot tall, covered in feathers. Looks like an owl for a face, but like a pretty large body.
Is it like an owl bear?
Maybe if you knew what an owlbear was.
Okay.
Looks older. You can tell just by the face, just kind of just a little sagging from age. And you see her brewing some tea.
Oh.
And as you get closer, you see the door open up, and you hear in your head, "Come on in, out of the cold."
Oh no.
She says, "Your party can stop here
Is
if
she
you."
capital T now? Like she's
desire.
like danger, danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Well, that element of surprise is gone. So I will just kind of float down to the ground, but I don't want to get like near her. I'm gonna
You
go
get the
back.
sense that she already knew you were coming, so the stealth check kind of was like, she may not know where you are in that instance, but she knew that you were approaching, somewhat somehow.
And how far away is my party?
However far they stop. At one point, it was a few hundred feet, so.
Oh wait, I have a sending stone to Alton. I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna ask her. Who are you?
She says that I'm just an old owlbear, living my days in the cabin. Company is nice.
Why did you choose to live here? This kind of sucks.
The cold is nice. I like it.
Okay. Can I do? No, I'm gonna wait. Okay. Well, my party's out there a little bit. I'm not pulling any weapons or anything. I'm just gonna pull out the sending stone and I'm gonna say to Alton, female owlbear seems kind of nice and inviting us in to get out of the cold.
I'll relay that to you guys.
Oh, she totally saw me.
I've been burnt.
You were gonna eat good tonight.
I've been had. I was totally getting like a Hansel and Gretel vibe off of this shit.
right.
Or like Goldilocks and the Three Bears if a little girl ran into a house owned by 3 actual bears.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're gonna just walk in and get 8.
What do you guys do? He goes. "Rrr."
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, I think she. I don't know.
Well, it
I think she wants us to come
Yeah.
closer.
seems
I
like
guess
a
fall to the cabin, I guess.
kindly gesture. It does seem very suspicious.
I'm not with you. You're there.
It's just us. I mean, at least let's
I'm
meet
not
up
sure
with
it's a
her.
good idea.
I mean, at least let's get with PR and them. Like, let's get a group together at
Y'all
least.
starts walking. He's like, I agree. Y'all starts walking forward.
Yeah, we go to Kiki.
Okay.
Come on, bear.
Bear's just playing in the snow.
Yeah. Rolling around.
Finds a fish out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you also notice when what was your perception? Did you make one? No. With your passive perception, you notice that there's exactly enough teacups for each of you and herself.
And a bowl for the bear?
No.
No,
She
she
says a
doesn't
normal,
know
she
it's
says
great.
a
That would've been
normal
great.
teacup for
That
her.
would have been fucking good.
Oh, neat. All right. Well, once everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I turned into a wolf. I can't turn into bears.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
Why can't you turn into bears?
Part of what I gave
Background.
up in the yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dire wolf. would be-
Yeah.
Or winter wolf? I think there's something called a winter wolf.
Yeah, there's a
wolf
winter
is
wolf.
thing,
Yeah. Or cragcat. Fuck it.
Cricket!
Cragcat!
So you guys make your way towards
That doesn't sound like a
the
dying
cabin.
baby.
The cabin's fairly large. It's I don't know, you imagine 20 by 20, so it's got a decent bit of living space for just one person. You guys all go in.
I'll go in first.
Yeah, I'll come out
She says,
of
"Come in out of the cold. You're letting the heat out."
yeah, I'll come out of my animal form.
Okay.
Wild shape. And take a step in.
And as you guys all approach in, once the last person comes in, the door will close behind you. And she says,
I'll try to open it again.
"No."
Yeah, we're not trapped.
Yet.
Hello, hey, lady. Your door doesn't open from the inside. Yes.
Neither does my mouth.
The window's shut.
Yeah.
She says, "What brings you travelers here?"
We on our way to Icewind?
Targos.
10 pounds.
10 pounds. We on our way to 10 pounds.
What business there? Out of curiosity.
I hope you will appreciate that it is private.
It's classified.
She says, "I only ask because adventurers are rare here."
I can see why.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's quite nice. I like it. Oh, here's some tea. I need some tea for you. She kind of gestures towards the table, and she grabs one and sits down in her rocking chair and starts drinking it, right next to the fire. And you can see she is an owlbear. She
Yeah.
I'm immune to poison, so I'm just gonna drink the tea.
Isn't an owl bear like a bear with an owl head? How is she bipedal?
They are bipedal.
They are
I
bipedal.
thought they're quadpedal.
No, they have like
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, like.
No, they can walk upright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your hospitality is very
that's
welcoming.
what an owlbear looks like.
These
Oh, okay. That's completely different from what I expected. But it also image does not look like it could be quadpedal. Or
this one from 3.5 does.
Oh yeah, that one
Yeah,
definitely.
boy.
That one looks weird.
Yeah, some form of that.
Yeah.
There is you are more than meets the eye. Not I mean the whole speaking opening and closing of doors etc.
Chizan, yes. I've lived for quite some time.
Your hospitality is very welcoming to get in out of this storm.
Oh yes, the storm is quite heavy right now.
How long does a storm like this usually last?
As long as it needs to.
Great.
Nature is fickle sometimes.
Cool.
But I quite enjoy it. It's comforting.
How did you know we were coming? I mean, you had exactly the number of cups laid out.
I know who comes near my domain.
How big is your domain?
Quite large.
What is your name?
Oh, I'm just an owlbear.
Maybe if you've answered her question.
Well.
She says, perhaps you'll know my name once I get an idea of your purpose.
Of our purpose? Is that what you said?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm right underneath the speaker, so.
The wind is heavy with snow and you're still walking for some reason.
Nobody closed the window.
Yeah.
No, it's so bad we hear it through the window.
Yeah.
Well, I'll turn off the footsteps in the snow. So it'll be less
Um,
crunchy.
one of my goals is to get to the outpost in 10 pounds. So that's my personal purpose.
Oh, which 10 town?
Targos.
Targos, yeah.
Number 3.
Rank 2.
She kind of looks you over. She says, you look like you're from the Zentarum. No?
Yes.
Yes, there is an outpost there. The 10 towns are interesting.
Do you visit often?
Oh no. No, I stay here in my cabin.
Don't owl bears? They seem more like a cave creature. Not to be
Well, yes, but I'm not your normal owlbear, of course.
evidently. How did you learn to speak?
Oh, it was quite some time ago. I guess I was born this way, you could say.
Okay. Easy cop out there.
I've been able to speak as long as I can remember.
Interesting.
Does she have any... What is she wearing? Does she have any armor on? Does she have weapons?
She wears this this cape around her back, and it looks like it's kind of made of this silky snow. Even sitting by the fireplace, no problem. It's got this black collar that kind of swoops around, and then above that there's these horns that are kind of wrapped up and around, kind of go down behind her head, or to the side of her head.
Well,
What does she have, in her cabin? Furniture, different rooms?
Trophies.
Paint-
Looks like there's
Paintings.
one room off the side that's kind of closed off. The majority of this area is just typical cabin. There's a bare rug on the floor. There's a few tables for what you would imagine is cooking area type deal. There's the tea side table where she was boiling tea near the fire. There's a fireplace that kind of grows up. Not really any pictures or anything. No paintings. No real decorations on the wall. Kind of bare.
And a bear. And there's a bear rug. She's an owl bear with a bear rug, and her apartment's kind of bare. It's funny. to
And
me.
her apartment.
Oh, her cabin, whatever. Listen, sometimes you forget words that exist, okay? So,
well, yes, the tea and the brief respite are very appreciated, but I think we must be off.
yeah, places to be.
She asks, are you related to, or have any relation to the Golden Guardians?
Nope.
The what? Oh, that's the name of what's this fuck's
Yeah.
troop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is entirely the other group.
Yeah.
We're looking for them actually.
Yeah.
She says they came through here about two nights ago.
So now we
shit.
have kind of a timeline.
Pretty nasty fellow leading them.
Nasty.
Fredicus Jones.
I believe that was his name. Yes.
Did you talk to them? Did they come in here for respite?
They stopped briefly. They seem to want to do harm to Aru. Didn't seem very nice.
Do harm to who?
Do harm to what?
Do harm to Aru.
Aril?
Aru. A-U-R-I-L.
What is that?
What is that? Who is that?
Oh, she's the goddess of winter. Winter's cold.
Oh wait, that's right.
I want to say
Their
that.
mission. Right. Defeat a lesser god, Aril.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would want to harm her. She keeps the north cold.
Oh, Aril the Frost Maiden, lesser god. And Fredicus Jones and crew are trying to stop her, but we don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Do they think they know where to find her?
Oh, I don't know. I think they will find out one day.
Did they say where they were going after they left here?
Oh, I believe it's one of the 10 towns. Talking about they wanted to get more information about how to find Narl and kill her. Seems quite savage. Not sure why you'd want to kill such a divine being.
Can't even kill a divine being.
Well, I'm sure anything can be killed. Perhaps if you guys are looking for this group, you could stop them.
Well, I mean, we need to find them anyway. But they're what, 2 days ahead of us?
Yeah.
So they're probably at 10 towns now. At this point, because we're still 2 days away.
Yeah.
If you guys were interested in stopping them, perhaps the weather might die down and make it easier to travel. And you hear the wind start to slow down, and the snow stops falling.
She's so crazy, like Owlbear Druid.
She's something.
Definitely is something, yeah.
Yes, I suppose that would be fine.
But if the weather's dying down for us, it would surely die down for them.
Yeah, but they're 2 days ahead of us, so they're probably at their destination. We have to get there. Unless you want to try to scry on him again.
No, it sounds like he should be at 10 towns by now, and we will continue onward, but if this will make it easier, then I'm in that.
Exit this place and it's like summer out there. What?
Excuse me?
I want to make an insight check on the Owlbear, but I'm trying to...
Would it speed up our
Just-
travel at all to have the winds die down and stuff?
If it stops snowing, yeah.
Make a perception check as you kind of look outside and engage in what's going on outside.
26.
You notice that the path that you walked in on is now hollowed out. Like this 10-foot wide path has been carved through the snow. Snow has stopped falling, the winds have died down. Almost like a path has been created for you.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, that will be very much appreciated.
Oh, of course, if you stop Golden Guardians, if this is your main goal, then I think our goals are in line.
It would appear so.
What is your goal with the Guardians?
Well, I don't want them to slay Ariel.
What is Ariel to you?
She's the goddess of winter.
I don't know.
She drew it?
Why don't you ask her?
Do you have plans? If we were not searching these people, if we were here for a totally different reason,
Then you'd be on your way. Without the blessing of the goddess, of course. But on your way, nonetheless. You see, if our goals are aligned, then winter can be not as harsh for you.
We are here to get to Frederickis Jones and the Golden Guardians, not for the same reason that you want to, but yes, it seems like the enemy of my enemy is my friend in this instance, and that
Oh, I don't care what your reason is.
Yeah.
cool.
Your command of nature is very impressive. Are you a druid, perhaps?
Just couldn't do it, could ya?
She says, of sorts.
And what is your name?
No, I'm just an owlbear in the woods.
I was really hoping that we progress to that point.
Well, it seems like it would be in everyone's interest for us to carry on then.
Yeah. Thank you for the assistance.
Ariel's blessings be with you.
Indeed. And with you?
It would be
Thanks for
hard
the
to bless myself, but
tea. I guess thank you for the tea.
Does that make you Ariel?
keen mind there. Some would say yes.
But would you?
It's fun being coy.
You're a bear, not a fish.
You're an owl bear, not an owl fish.
You ain't no salmon. He said, I've went by many names and many forms, but yes. Arl is one of my names.
Owl bear lady. So she's an owl bear lady. Does that make her half owl, half bear, half lady?
Barely.
Or is that half owl and half bear lady? It's a man bear figure reference.
Wait, so
Wait a minute.
they came through here. You spoke with them or gave them respite?
I speak with all the travelers that come through to gauge on what their purpose is.
And they had no idea that you were the one that they were looking for.
I did not reveal my form or my identity to them. I'm just an owlbear in the woods. But as our goals are aligned, I see it suitable.
Cool. We just met a lesser god.
Yeah.
I suppose it is only
That is
fitting.
actually what she actually looks like.
That's cool.
It's upside down, so it's not like the most detailed picture for me. It looks like it's like owl hands.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
And I like zoom in on it.
We got it.
I can also just like if you since you're putting it on the thing, I can just see it on this.
No, it's in paint.
Oh.
I don't know, can you flip shit over?
Yeah, control
I
down.
can see it.
Oh, rotate. Rotate 180. Boom. Now.
That's the bottom of the photo, looks like.
Yeah, up there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, neat.
It's almost like an ox horn.
Okay.
Or not ox, sheep horns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll get going. Assume you wouldn't have to really worry about The Golden Guardians, then, since you swayed them out 2 days of travel.
Oh, they seem to be preoccupied with things in town at the moment, doing little errands for the people, gain their trust or something.
So, you can see what they're doing now?
I have eyes.
So do I, but I can't see what they're doing now.
I think she means eyes in the town
means
that
yes.
communicate with her.
She says, I have followers that keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Good, thank you again. And then Bullman will go to leave.
As a direwolf?
Not if it's clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll open the door as you approach it.
Alright,
Safe travels.
thanks again, and
Thanks for the
hope to see you again, I guess.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we leave, the cabin disappears.
And the fucking Twilight Zone music starts.
No, well,
That's twist.
Cool. Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
This is why you always check out the cabins in the woods.
You don't always have to.
the
But
funny
it was a
thing
good
is
time we did.
about every 2 to 3 hours of travel, you would have seen the same cabin, same spot.
Oh,
Every 2 to 3 hours of travel.
That's Wizards putting a goddamn railroad in the middle of our fucking campaign.
I'm not using their campaign. That's just my idea.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay.
That's just me.
That's your railroad.
It's not a railroad. You guys could have ignored it the entire time. It would have been in a different spot every time. You wouldn't have been looping.
Okay.
But it would have been like this constant, like, well, what the fuck's in this cabin?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a sign of her going, like, she wants to meet you and see what's going on.
She could just be forward, be like, "Hello, come on, nice to meet you. I'm Odin
No,
now."
she does things in her own way.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys go to leave outside the cabin. It's still behind you as you guys walk away and double check. Everything's still there. But yeah, you see a path kind of carved, and you can kind of see the main road that you guys know from the map. Actually, you can see it very clearly for you. As you travel through it, you notice behind you, snow kind of falls in its place. It kind of goes back to the way it was before you guys walked through it. So this speeds up travel quite significantly.
Yeah.
You guys can probably get there within like a day.
Oh, good.
All right.
nice.
While we do that, I'm gonna get a drink.
Oh, can you do me a favor?
No.
Can you put this in the fridge for me?
Oh yeah.
So she can forget it later.
No.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
will.
my lunch for work tomorrow.
It's too bad you're gonna forget it then.
Yeah, you're really gonna want that. Throw it
I
away.
didn't forget it last time.
There's your guy's name is Dougal, right?
Dougal.
Yeah. There's a place called Dugin's Hole.
Oh man.
I'm like, I wanted to be Dougal's Hole so bad.
It could have been.
All you had to do was.
No one wants to see Dougal's Hole.
No.
So you start walking down the Pen Trail, traveling at a pretty hefty pace, with the blessing of the Frost Maiden to guide your path. I don't know why Google Docs always scrolls to the top when I go off of it for a few. If I click off the tab and I go back to it, it's like, and you're at the top of your 17-page doc, and you have to scroll all the way back down. During the travel, you guys get to the end of the day. You probably could push on and get to the 10 towns within a half day, but it's up to you guys. If you're gonna want to take rest here, maybe the safer option.
What's the rules on exhaustion? Would that affect every hour? Or?
Yeah, it's every hour of forced march. You have to roll a Constitution saving throw equal to 10 plus the number of hours past the 8 hours of
So
travel.
you don't always get an exhaustion.
No, it's a Constitution saving throw. So it'd be about another 4. We'll say 5 with weather, even if it is in your favor at the moment.
You want
Still
to
cold.
get out for the day?
I would just bed down for the day. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, we know where they are. They have to get to.
Seems like they've been there for a few days now.
Yeah, I'd say time is back on our side.
Okay.
I guess
I'll
tiny hut time.
now I will pull out one of the tiny huts
Pitch the tent.
and read off the spell scroll and
Yeah, I'll make another little camp for myself.
Easy enough to do. You guys find a nice
Plenty
little
of
place
wood.
off the road. Actually, surprisingly, there's not that many trees.
Yeah, that's why I was figuring there wasn't a lot of trees, so there's plenty of wood for a campfire.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to find wood for a campfire, but
I'm trying to make fire out of rock.
with some time, there isn't, like there's not that many trees actually.
We just
at
need to
all.
find the right
Yeah.
rock made
It's
of
very
pure
mountainous.
oil.
I'm gonna make the tiny hut though, because you can make it like certain colors. I'm gonna make it white, so to try to camouflage it in with the surrounding areas.
Okay.
I put like something
As you
in
pull
the
out the
fire,
scroll,
drink
Holmes says,
something,
"You
turn
know I
around,
can
can't even
just
see
do
the
that,
tent.
right?
Oh, well, it's up to you. I don't care.
I just didn't want you to waste the scroll. If I'm not here with you, then you'd have those. I already mentioned. I actually have a little bit of a better.
I'm actually by your boyfriend.
Okay, that's fine. I'll save the scroll then. Third time I've changed that number. Heather, Vinci.
You see him pull out a small ivory orb. It's kind of like in the shape of like an oval. He pulls another piece of polished marble. There's a tiny silver spoon. Starts casting well. And within a minute or so, there's a ripple that opens up in the frame of a door. Then he waves his hand and the door opens. He says, probably should have used this earlier, but was kind of preparing it for everyone.
I'll go through the door.
He says, this will be our home from now on, as long as I'm with you guys, if you desire. And kind of just sends the horses through, and
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink.
he says, Volman and Kyra, you guys are welcome to stay in. This is a plane that I created for us to stay in. It's going to be much nicer than probably anything we've ever stayed in.
We have a private plane now.
Yeah, Cairo will definitely stay in it.
I love it.
He says, there's a room for all of you.
He's doing the mansion.
Oh no, Volman's not going in.
You're gonna stay in the mansion?
No.
You're gonna stay out in the cold?
He says,
There's an assassin on the loose. You really want it? I don't like that. I don't
Talk
like
to him.
I don't like the thought of you. I will. I'm going to argue this with Volman. Why? Why would you stay out here by yourself when we know that there's like bad things?
bad dad, no good, good. Come in.
Don't stay out with the bad. You gotta come in. In has no bad.
Have I ever told you what the tattoo on my chest means?
Nope.
It is a saying, something that I got tattooed on myself after having a lot of time to meditate while on my life as a boy in jail. It says that I will not be a common man. I will stir the smooth sands of monotony. I do not crave security. I wish to hazard my soul to opportunity. This is who I am. It is what sets me out. It is how I found Odalin. I love being out here, and I don't do it so that I can have all the safety and amenities of home. Plus, I would find it a little insulting to Alice if I were to leave those things with her and make them for myself while I was away.
Okay. I get all that. But there's an assassin out there somewhere.
I mean, that is just a chance I have to take.
But you don't. Because we have a place to go that they can't get us.
But
Well, but
I
it's a
cannot-
choice he made it for himself a long time ago.
I cannot live in fear of these things. I mean, we have faced demon lords. If I cannot protect myself from a lowly assassin, then I don't know. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much.
Just like
The-
you wouldn't kill your brother in the jail cell. There's things that you cannot do. This is something he will not do.
There are greater fears that I have, and I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable.
I don't like it, but okay. Then I'll go inside.
He says, I'll be there in a minute. I'd like to talk to the woman. He says, once you go inside, this woman, speaking of her brother, I don't like that he's in jail. I think that we should have killed him at the chance that we had.
Who is in jail?
Kavan,
We killed him.
you're not here. He says, I think that you know as good as I am. He's set for execution, but I think that you're confused, but you're not.
I'm confused.
You, Nate, are confused, but everything that he's saying to Volman it makes sense.
So Volmon thinks they didn't kill Kavan?
And you know that Kavan's still alive and in jail. He's in jail in Menzelbransen
He's doing a mental thing.
for treason, and he's set to be executed within the month, but Balm's worried that what if he gets out? He says, what if he gets out? I don't... Kieran didn't have the strength to kill him, and neither did I because I didn't want to betray her trust.
Well, I
So-
guess if for some reason we run into him, we just won't make the same mistake twice.
Hopefully she's got the gumption to do it next time, if there is a next time. I pray there not be.
Because I killed
Guess we will see.
So he's changing memories that I killed.
I'll have to talk to Kiki later and see if she thinks. I think that maybe we should go back and take care of him, or I don't know.
Maybe. I think that would be on her to decide.
Okay, I just figured I would. It's been bugging me. This is well. The door is open to you if you need it. We'll see you in the morning, and good luck.
Thank you.
And he goes into the mansion. And as you guys enter the mansion, it's this large tower, kind of traditional mage tower, made of this stone, ivory stone, pretty nice. And he kind of walks up these spirally stairs. He says, "You guys will find your room." He kind of like has a room for you. He says, "If you like it more customized to yourself, I can make it change the next time. But at the moment, I've just kind of made it quite generic, but still lavish, and you should enjoy it. It'll be nice and comfortable and warm."
Thank you.
And then shows Kyra her room. And since he knows a little bit more about Kyra, he tries to kind of tailor it towards her a little bit more. And then shows Kiki the room for him and her. He says, "And I don't know if you wanted your own. I didn't figure you wanted your own room. We have a room together. I'm sure that's fine."
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. And then he walks in. He says, "It's quite nice. It kind of reminds you of home. of Drow.
Maybe less like home.
Well, not like home, not her home, but like home is in Menzel Branson. Like it's kind of designed a bit like Menzel Branson buildings were, but nice. And he comes in. He says, "I talked to Volman about your brother. Are you sure you don't want to go back and have that just tied up right away? I know in the cell you were saying that you didn't want to kill him, but they're gonna do it anyways. Why leave it to chance that he doesn't get out?"
Are you talking about Ren or are you talking about Kavan?
Who? No, Kavan. Your only brother. And then you think, oh, yeah, okay, my only brother, yeah.
Right, but Kavan's dead.
He's no, he's not dead. He's in jail. He's to be executed. And you yourself, Kiaran, think, yeah, okay. Yeah, he's in jail, but you just didn't have the heart to. You just didn't have the heart to kill him in the jail cell. And Elton says,
What? So the memory hole, I was the cause of Kayvon's death.
Right,
so
but
as a
he
kid,
didn't erase my memory of you.
Well, apparently he is.
try to think of Kiaran going forward as if she never had a brother. Kiaran never existed.
That wasn't what the modified memory was
Sure
supposed
wasn't.
to do, though.
Something else has occurred.
Me.
So going forward, Liaran in the group has never existed. Everything that he was a part of has now been twisted in your memory as somebody else doing it. So in the instance of the jail cell with Kavan, she didn't have the gumption to kill him. So instead, you guys took them to the Brands of Branson High Council. Queen Quenthel basically was like, okay, we'll take care of it. He's now in jail and to be executed as for treason within the month.
This is all your fault. All of it. Okay, so in Kiaran's memory then, in this twisted version of memory, Kayvon's alive.
Yep.
Ren doesn't exist.
Yep.
I think he's supposed to be executed, and what is Alton worried about? Okay, now that I'm on the same page.
Yeah, Alton is worried that he's gonna get out somehow. He's got connections.
Well, I mean, we're all the way up here. What do you expect us to do about it right now?
It crossed my mind, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. That's all.
I mean, it is something that does concern me, but I mean, we're here to help Odalin right now. I mean, Menzel Brandson's so far away at this point. Even if we wanted to do something, I mean, we could get there. I guess we have ways of getting there.
Yes, of course.
But I mean,
guess I could check in with Vizarian at the Sorcier to see if he has a better bead on what's going on.
Do we still have our letters from Liaran? So what did he change for everyone?
He never existed.
No, Alton.
he changed the fact that we've never heard of
like
Liaran.
as far as memory goes.
Alton didn't do this.
Is that the headache we woke up with?
Okay.
That makes sense why it didn't affect Dragonborn. Dragonborn never met.
Oh, someone just fucking group modified memory us.
During the night, I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on myself.
Okay.
Greater Res didn't do anything?
And you also, there nothing seems off to any of you. This seems like it's always been this
No,
way.
I know. This is Jen freaking out.
Something is off for Volmon that I can't get into, but yeah. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, but as far as the group is concerned, he's never existed. So you grew up without Kiaran. So I don't know how that would have changed Kiaran over the course of the years. I don't know if she would be the same person, if she would be different. I didn't want to like change.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, I didn't want to change.
one thing, everything.
I don't want to change how you play your character. So I'm leaving that up to you to decide how your character would feel, how your character would have been raised without Liarin as a brother.
Oh, that protective instinct would
Yeah.
probably not be nearly as strong as it normally is. I mean, she'd still like do her thing, but
Mhm.
I think that protection aspect of her personality wouldn't be as honed and at the forefront of like who she is
Yeah.
at that point. Like she'd obviously still want to protect her friends in a bad situation, but probably not as paranoid either.
Yeah, interesting. Alden seems more protective of you over the last day or so, which has been the normal previously. Well, now.
Well, I'll just ask him and just say, you know, I mean, is this something that is going to affect what we're up here to do?
Oh, I don't think that. I just worry about the repercussions of what happens if he gets out.
Well, his spellbook is in another dimension. I mean, we tossed it into the portal when Lolth was sucked back through.
The portal that Lolth was in.
Yeah, however she came. However,
Lolth has access to her own spellbook that she gave to him in the first place.
you told me to throw it in there!
I understand. I didn't know that she was there, but it was the way to close the portal. It's the only way.
Oh, yeah. Did we not tell you she was there? I thought
He
we
was
told
there
you.
with us.
He was there.
Alton was fighting Lolth with us?
Yeah.
I thought he was still at the tower.
No. Paul was there. Or no, Grin.
No,
was
he
there.
was in the cell.
No, I was Grin.
Yes,
Grin
it
was there.
Grin. Yes.
Alton was in the
Oh,
cell.
Oh,
yeah.
it was in the cell
Okay.
because he
Okay.
already tried to
Yeah.
kill Kiki.
Yeah, he was still soulless at the time.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't remember Alton being there when Lolth was there.
No, I was Grin. I was like, I was playing a wizard.
I was doing it.
It's a lower level wizard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I know you hate when I bring it up, but I just wanted to.
Grin was the one that told me to throw it in the hole.
Yeah.
Not Alton.
I'm in the hole.
Yeah, Grin was the one that told me to throw it in there. I mean, I don't know.
I think it was the only way to close the portal at the time, so it makes sense. But I just, like I said, if she was able to get it to him the first time, what if she does it again? I don't know. I just figured I'd bring it up. I know we kind of need to focus on the path at hand, but hopefully we can get this done quick and then make sure that.
Yeah, I mean,
the execution happens.
I'm not gonna leave, you know, Odalyn to do this thing, you know, on her own. I mean, we're gonna stay with her. And then maybe once we get done, we'll revisit it.
Should I go back and make sure it goes through?
Rather you not. I just got you back.
Yeah. Alright, I'll stay. I'll message Vizarin at the Sorcerer and see.
I've got a sending stone too to him.
Make sure everything's still fine, and then.
Yeah, he can be our eyes and ears,
Yeah. Okay.
and then he can get a hold of me too. Either one of us, he can contact. At least through the stone for me. So, check in with him, and we'll just go from there.
Okay. Then he'll just use send him a message, asking if everything is okay still. Vizarin replies back, everything's still going according to plan, so everything's good still. He says, well, everything's fine, so I guess let's get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
for 8.
Proud of yourself.
Super.
Alright, so you guys, anything else you guys need to do before you go to sleep, or?
Punch David.
Oh man, just wait until you watch the episode. It's, No? Okay. So you guys get a good night's rest.
Hope I get that key point back.
Volman outside the mansion. You go to sleep. Surprisingly, nice peaceful night for you. No interruptions. Good night's sleep.
Excellent.
You feel one with nature.
A good meditation.
You're saying good night to sleep. Good night, sleep.
Good night.
Good
sleep.
night, Nate.
Good night's sleep. Plural. Handle it. You guys wake up in the next morning, refreshed and ready to go. Full night's rest.
I immediately run downstairs and open the door and check on Volman.
He's just waking up.
Packing up and putting stuff away.
Oh yeah, he only has 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, he's been kind of just whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
I
Packing
mean, they
up.
both sleep
Yeah,
4 hours.
you're
so.
still alive!
Of course I am.
How you doing, bitch?
I was doing this when I was a much lower level.
Well, do you want to come in for breakfast? Okay.
Fucking doors! That cabin is the last building I enter.
Okay, well, we'll see you in a few minutes then.
I'll just have my good berries.
Okay. And then you guys eat basically whatever you want is available to you, food-wise.
Interesting.
He has like these servants that come in and just ask whatever you want, and then shortly after go back, they cook it and bring it back, and it's one of the best meals you've had in a long time. Exactly how you described it. Wanted it.
Interesting.
And you finish eating
The
and
mansion so much.
leave, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, had 10 times.
You guys start traveling. The path carved out in front of you. And weather holding. Still night. Which is weird. You guys start to think about it. It hasn't been day for days. You haven't seen the sun for days. It's just been night. Very strange. When you continue traveling, and the ground starts to rumble as you're walking, you kind of stop. You notice there's off in the distance, coming down from the mountains, there's 2 large frost giants riding on top of mammoths, charging down the hill towards your guys' direction.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I tell if they spotted us? Like, do we have time to like? What's around us? Is there trees?
Snow.
Is there
No.
like?
There's
Mounds?
rocks. It's kind of, think, just very mountainous, very little trees.
Okay. But there's probably like big rocks and stuff to try to like hide behind, maybe.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're coming towards your direction, screaming something. Do any of you speak giant?
No, but I have I can understand all spoken languages.
That'll work.
Don't monk shit.
You hear one of them screaming, "Oh, we can mount them as trophies!"
I'm just gonna look over. We got incoming, and I'm gonna point in their direction.
Oh. Do you think they're hostile?
Oh yeah, they said we can mount them as trophies.
Oh, okay
So
then.
I think this is gonna be a problem.
Fireball.
Alright, let's roll initiative.
Oh god. Why do I always roll shit for initiative? Oh wait, I have a +5 to
I mean, you can still roll shit, but have a good number.
Oh, am I gonna use this thingy?
Sure.
Yeah. I got a 15. Woman.
3.
I don't like the random
Kyra.
sort of
6.
Are we putting Odalin in here or no? Oh, no, Ren.
Yeah. We need the dragon.
You don't like it.
No right.
Alright.
No Ren, no Lanny.
Oh, solid. A -1. So 18 for the Giants.
Hold on a sec.
Ah,
Is he having trouble?
that was somebody that got
Oh, I thought that was Nate.
Odalin's not here. Odal is gone. Okay, you said 18 for the Giants?
Yeah.
How do you spell your name?
C-K-R-E-R-K.
Krerda.
Yeah, there.
Jack. What'd you get?
7.
Wow, you guys.
High roller.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, what Alton get?
11.
Giants, me, Alton. Jack. Do the Mammoths have their own initiative or no? Or are they going with the Giants?
They're gonna go with the Giants.
Okay. Okay. That's a sad looking initiative order.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It is.
Very not good.
Ooh, not good.
The Frost Giants, as they charge in, they pick up these giant boulders on like this like large ass satchel on the side. They take it and they just chuck it at one of you.
Damn. Give me business.
It will be at disadvantage because they are quite a ways away. They're about 200 feet away at the moment.
Okay.
200. So the first one is going to be at, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 people. 5. That's
Volman.
at Volman. That was a 15 hit.
New.
Okay. The second giant throws a rock at number 1, Kiki. A natural 20 and a natural 1. For disadvantage.
Thank God.
And then the mammoths charge, they'll dash. They make about, what's their movement? 40 feet, so they get to 120 feet.
Okay, they're riding the mammoth,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
And then it's Kiki. So they're about 120 feet away at the moment.
Okay. Hold on, I have to math.
Math.
Okay. I'm going to my floating speed is the same as my. No, is it the same as my walking speed, or do I walk faster? Because my movement's 55, but I didn't know if the float was only 30.
Fly speed of 30.
Damn it. Okay. Then I will wait. I'm going to run 55. I'm gonna use a key point for Step of the Wind. And so that's dashing. And that gets me 20 feet away though. No. 10 feet away. And I'm going to hold my action to punch when they get close. How high up are they?
Well, a mammoth
Like a mammoth is
a huge beast,
tall.
and they're riding on top of them. So you'd be able to hit the mammoth, but not probably the giant.
Okay, then I'm going to run Step of the Wind, and then I'm gonna float up, so I am like level with where they're riding.
It'd be like 15 feet up.
Okay, so I'm gonna float up 15 feet, and I'm gonna hold, and if they get close enough into melee, I'm gonna punch a giant.
Okay. Try to close on a giant off the mountain.
Yeah.
Alright, and then after that, Alton, he will.
Oh.
What's that?
I don't want. It only put me 5 feet closer.
Well, 120. Oh, it's a 100-foot line? Why is Lightning Bolt weird? 100 foot.
As opposed to what?
I thought it'd be 120.
Well, you can move 20 feet up.
Yeah, he'll move up 20 feet, and then he'll move up 30 feet, his movement, and then he'll do a lightning bolt at them. So should be able to hit 2 mammoths and 2. Should be able to hit all 4 of them. So they have to do a dexterity saving throw. DC. Motherfucking. Okay. Oh, their dex is so good. Okay, so 1 success, 1 failure, and then the mammoth. Both fail. Okay. And after that is clear deck.
You said they're 120 feet. I mean, with Accent Surge giving me an extra action. That wouldn't give me an extra dash, it would only give me an extra move, so it would
That's just
be
an extra attack.
Well, it's an extra action. And I would assume you can use that as an extra movement action, right?
As long as it doesn't stipulate what that action can be used for.
It says push yourself beyond normal limits on your turn, you can take one additional action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even
Because I know the haste.
Even then, I can make it 9.
The hasted action is specific to a melee weapon attack and maybe a dash and something else.
Yeah, all I can do is get 60 feet at best.
Well, just set yourself up.
Yeah, just get there, move 60, then turn.
Okay. So then you dashing. Kyra.
Alright.
And Bowman next.
Kyra, level 5 fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball. DC 18.
Please don't hit me.
They're way out there.
I'm near them. I'm only 10 feet away.
They're 100, what? They're 120 feet away.
I have
She dashed
55 movement.
110.
Oh, that was stupid. The first words I said were fireball.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're going to center it on a point that doesn't include me.
Well, I guess.
I mean,
I mean,
If you ask nicely.
If taking you out of the attack takes a giant out the attack.
I can do evasion if I have to.
1 succeeded with a natural 20, the rest failed.
Alright, 40 fired on my.
I just watched this explosion in front of me, like, whoa!
Alright. Then Volmon,
So they're 120 feet away, you said?
120
Yeah.
feet away.
Hmm. And you're how far away from them?
I am 10 feet away.
Hmm.
I'm just hovering there, waiting.
Actually, if you moved 15 feet up, you'd have to subtract that from the forward movement that you did. Because you only have 110, you'd have to move 95 and 15 up.
Okay,
So you're 25 away.
so I'm 25 away. Okay.
Okay. Okay, then I will move 30 feet forward. Okay. Yep, 30 feet forward, and then I'll reverse gravity on their asses.
Ooh.
so they just fly off into space.
100 feet at least, yeah.
Okay.
The squeaky wheel.
It's the bad wheel on the cart.
Yeah.
You don't even have a car.
We did.
Or did you?
Yeah.
Did we cross with it?
We.
I think he
Well, we wouldn't have been able to.
I think he teleported.
Oh,
across.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There was a conversation that lasted way too long
Yeah.
about how to cross the river.
Oh, yeah.
And where to cross the river.
Yes.
So yeah, they're just floating in the air at 100 feet up.
All right.
They don't have to make a save, it just happens?
If
They
there
have
was
nothing-
something for them to grab onto, they could make a dex save.
Yeah, there's no-
Oh.
there's
The
no-
only thing they can hold is the mammoth.
Yeah, they're just like,
The mammoth's like, flippy flippy.
Yeah. All right.
So I don't know if this ever comes up often, but if you reverse gravity
Mhm.
and you fall, you take 10d6 because you're falling 100 feet.
Yeah.
If something falls 100 feet onto you also, though, does that mean they take another 10d6 or is that just just out of there?
what do you mean?
Because something's falling 100 feet. Like this mammoth would fall 100 feet onto this giant, possibly, or vice versa.
They would both just take 10 each.
Okay. Because like if I fell at 100 feet, it would hurt, and if a mammoth fell on me, that would hurt even more.
Yeah, I might add extra damage. So yeah, they're floating in the air right now. So at
Yeah.
the moment, it's the giant's turn. Can they do anything?
There goes my turn, I guess.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Are they just hanging there, or?
Well,
Yeah.
they would move as if they normally stayed at 100 feet. So like their jumps would have to be trying to jump down, but it would only be like 10.
But they have nothing to jump off.
True. Yeah, they don't have a ceiling.
Yeah.
They're just floating 100 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It says if an object or creature reaches the top of the area without striking anything, it remains there, oscillating slightly for the duration.
It's a ceiling fan.
The duration is 1 minute.
Yeah.
So we could just walk away.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah.
Yeah, we could just go.
We could.
Yeah. We passed it.
The only thing they could really do is throw a rock at you guys.
But what
Yeah.
rocks?
They have rocks in their. They have a satchel on the mammoth.
Okay. Checks out.
I was gonna say, like, if they're picking up rocks off the ground, they ain't reaching.
No, they've got like a big side satchel of rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do we just want to... I mean, it only lasts for a minute, though.
Mhm.
We're not going to get very far in a minute.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Whereas I can at least punch them while they're
Yeah.
hanging in
Just
the
treat
air.
them like fucking
Yeah. I mean, I was
Giannis.
planning on dropping them at some point if needed, but I was also wondering if was there anything we could like set up for them on the ground.
A bunch of fucking pit traps.
Yeah.
Just carve a bunch of pointed trees.
All of the trees that are on you.
Yeah. We can set up jagged rocks.
I mean, I don't...
I have nothing. The only thing I can put down there is my weapon.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have a necklace of fireballs.
There you
Oh,
go.
you can use that.
Well, I'm gonna have them chuck rocks at you while it's their turn.
All right.
It's gonna be a disadvantage because their range is 60 feet with the rock. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a Kiki. She's 15 feet up. That's still out of range.
Yeah.
So 15 feet up.
Yeah, because they would have to throw it.
14 is gonna miss.
I can't even get to him on my turn though.
Second rock. How about an 18?
Well, you
Nope.
can, because you can move 85 feet.
No,
to get
my
to it.
fly speed's only 30.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if these were like flying mammoths.
Yeah.
they
Mammoths
are.
are tall, so the
so they're
toe
done.
of the mammoth is at the 100 feet.
All right,
So
Kiki's
if they're
turn.
tall, that height's deducted.
Yeah, but I can only go 60 feet.
But then the giants are sitting on top of them, so that height's deducted.
I can't get to him no matter what I do.
Yeah, they're 100 feet up, so they're 85 feet away from her at the moment.
Now, with the necklace of fireballs, though, doesn't that it has to like hit something and then explode, right?
No, it explodes at a point within range. You just
Oh.
you just pick
Pick
wherever you
one of
want.
them.
Just pick wherever you want to. Just
Cool.
How many giants are there?
there's 2 on 2 mammoths.
But I can only throw it up to 60 feet, so it would be
have to
probably
move and
with
then do it.
disadvantage. Well,
No.
I will move. I will float up 60 feet,
Oh, so yeah, you can get within range.
and then
Well, your flying speed is remember only 30.
I know
You'd have
that's
to
why I'm
move
gonna go
30.
60. That's my movement and a dash.
But isn't
But then
that
it's an action to throw the fireball.
The range
Not
on
for step of the wind.
Oh, if you're
It's a
using
key point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
the range on fireball's 150.
My necklace says I can throw up to 60 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
it's a bead,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
'Cause it's a bead. It's not a,
not a spell.
not a
Yeah.
spell.
You can't throw 120 feet.
So
I might be able to once.
yeah, I'm gonna fly up to 60, and that puts me how far away from them?
25.
25 feet.
25 feet. Cool. Then I can just regularly throw it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take. Ooh, I've got 5 of them. I'll just
You
throw.
can throw all 5?
You can throw as many as you want at once.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
You can throw multiple beads.
Are
or
they
even
close?
The,
Are
or
they
even
close?
the whole
Do they
necklace.
recharge, or is that...
No.
No,
once,
no,
Once
it's once
I
I
use them,
Oh
they're
my
gone.
Jesus.
But I've had this thing forever.
The thing
and
that
I've
sucks
never
about
used
it is when you throw multiples, it isn't a separate fireball each one. It just raises the level of it. It's kind of stupid.
Oh, so it'd just
Oh.
being an extra D6.
Yeah, it would be one. It says increase the level of
So
for.
it'd be 13d6 instead of 8.
No. It's literally 1d6 more per bead. If you throw more than one at once.
So base 1 is level 3,
So
and
base,
then all
if I
5
throw
would be
2,
level
it would
8.
be 9d6 instead of 8.
Yeah.
If I throw 3, it's
Yeah.
10d6 instead of 8.
Which is kind of stupid, but that's how they ruled it.
No, I'll just throw 1 then. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw it like in between, so it like hits both of them.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
that's a big enough radius.
So do I just need to roll to hit then?
No, you just
No,
need
you
to roll
just roll damage.
8d6.
I'll
It's
just
a,
roll,
it's a
they have a
dexterity
save
saving
DC
throw.
of 15.
Okay.
8d6.
And I'm gonna give them disadvantage because they're floating in the air.
And the mammoths, I guess, are also part of the fight, too, so...
Yeah, they're taking damage. They've already taken damage.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a shit roll.
Actually, the first one got it with disadvantage. 17 out of 19. Second one failed. Man. Failed. Wait, 15?
Yes.
Oh yeah, D2 is negative. Or disadvantage. Yeah, so all of them failed but the first one.
15 plus 12 is
27.
27. 27 total.
Okay.
That sucks.
That seems average.
Yeah, that's pretty average.
That sucks. Alright, so I'm down to 4 beads. Okay. That's my turn. That's the first time I'm doing anything that doesn't include punching.
Alright,
Alton.
Alton. He sees everybody shooting fireballs. He's like, you know what? That's a
Fuck
good
it.
idea.
Fireball them.
I like it.
Actually, he doesn't have fireball.
Just power word kill, though.
Yeah.
He has that, yeah.
A lame spell.
Limbo spell. Well, lightning bolt's 100 feet, and so are they, so...
Well, they're 100 up. He's also distance away, right?
Yeah. What's disintegrate? 60 feet? It's so short. Can you do anything cool to set up Volman's drop?
What's the spike one?
Spike growth.
Yeah.
He'll move up again 30 feet to get closer, and then he'll hold a lightning bolt when you drop him.
Okay,
So
cool.
he'll start charging up a lightning bolt. He's like,
He's
I'll shock him as you drop him!
Hey-o.
Shock and drop.
Shock.
Fireball, Craig! My breath only goes 15 feet out. I'm 100. It was 120, so now I'm 60 feet away, and they're 100 feet up. So basically 160 away. I can basically get to the point where they land. So I guess I'll move to a point where when they land,
underneath them.
I'm in melee range, so I attack them.
Alright. Kyra.
Level
That's
3.
Volman.
Level 3 fireball.
So I guess we elevated the point again where everyone's a wizard.
Owen's gonna have to swap out one of his 3rd level spells for Fireball.
Okay, I'm gonna be useless this game.
She can hand you some of the beats from Fireball. Actually, you can't.
No, once you take them out, they're loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, boom.
I pulled the pin.
Yeah, basically.
Talk about character assassination.
That'll be 34 fire damage.
Ooh. Did I roll? What's
I
our
don't think
DC?
you
I
did.
didn't even roll.
18.
18. That's a fail. So they basically have to hit a 19 and 20 to succeed. Close. Natural 20 and 2.
He tried. He tried.
Okay, so they all failed. How much? 30 what?
34.
34. 119.
Did I?
119, yeah. That's 119 taken.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Alright. So now it's Volman's turn.
He's focusing on holding them up, and he goes,
He's just...
I just had a thought.
Oh no, my concentration is dropped.
Oh no. So yeah, he'll let them fall.
So that's 10d6.
You should have done like
Yep.
the badass where you just like put your arms down, turn around, walk away.
Yeah.
Put on your coat. Like, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll let you roll the damage. It's your thing.
So many d6.
There's a few ones there.
That's some sixes though.
10,
Oh yeah.
20,
Maybe the 1-1.
I'll
30,
roll, what's the state?
36.
That was the son of the frost giant hitting the ground.
Yeah.
So 36 plus.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as they fly by me?
Ooh.
Oh, and then I get my hit on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of this is needed.
This is actually killer roll. Holy crap. 10, 20, 31, 34, 36.
Do I even
37.
need to?
37 plus what? How many was yours?
35?
36.
6?
Is that 10?
10,
Okay,
20,
yeah.
36.
9. Okay, so 37, 36 is 63?
No.
37, 36.
That's
Yeah.
73.
73.
Excuse me.
Alright, let me know if I need to make my attack.
73 if they fail a save.
I mean,
2 saves.
they have to save while falling.
Oh,
Well,
one-
no, the 100 is that
one
just
and a-
happened.
Oh,
one
okay.
and a 2. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail.
Okay.
Okay, so 76, so he dead, he dead, he dead, he dead.
Oh shit!
Do not fight us out in the open.
Don't fight Volman out in the open.
Good work, Volman.
Yeah.
I just stare down from where I'm at, like, oh shit.
Fire good.
My sword away. Our work here's done.
You're the guide, nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just float back down.
So there's the 2 mammoths and the frost giant. They just kind of splat to the ground.
Given how big they are, Full I'll find it funny to go over and like kick them.
Yeah, it looks like with the rocks on the side satchel, they also had these long, almost lance-like wooden sticks. And then you realize as you get closer, they're not sticks. They're a mast of a ship. that have kind of like been carved out into like a point. That was their weapon.
That's awesome.
Oh wow.
Take whose head on it as a trophy?
That bitch.
Do they have anything on them, like in
Yeah.
their pockets?
With the
Searching.
bodies.
Searching.
Climb into their pockets. Find out.
Yeah, right?
Well, if they're frost giants, they're gonna have a belt of frost giants.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if they're wearing a belt.
Yes.
17 investigation check.
It's every frost giant that wears a belt. If you take it from them, it becomes a belt of
Yes.
strength.
What's
What
the
a-
definition?
What a weird way to phrase this. I don't really like how it's phrased. So there's, I am using some of the random encounters from the frost maiden because it's still world centric. And one of the phrases they go, the giant might also allow characters to pass unmolested.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really weird way to
accurate.
phrase that, though.
It's accurate,
Oh man.
but yeah, the word
That's
doesn't get
cycling.
used for a lot of the ways it can be because there's that one reason that you need to use it.
You guys could have bribed him. You didn't need to kill him.
Could have.
Wow,
No.
Only one of us could even understand them. And
Yeah.
she was like, they want our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know. They might have used their feet as the trophies.
So you find kind of mundane items on them. They're wearing like this like really terrible padded armor. The mast.
I'm
as
sure
weapon-
that'll fit us.
Yeah, the mast as weapons, which would be useless in your guys' hands.
I mean, we need to repair a boat.
But you do find a satchel of about 1,000 gold.
Woo!
Between the two of them, it looks like they may have
some boats, maybe.
they may have had somebody else bribe them on the way through.
1,000 gold. I will add that to the party funds. Cool.
Alright. You see some moose/reindeer looking things kind of off in the distance, just kind of herding, doing their own thing. Then that was all you really find of any value on them.
I do my own shit. I do my own stunts.
The mammoth would probably be good food if
Yeah.
anybody wanted to harvest for meat. Other than that, you guys are free to continue on to the 10 towns, which you guys are about, let's say, up there. Can you actually see? Yeah.
I think it was like total, like a 5-hour total.
Yeah, I think I should be able to move you guys to a more zoomed in version of the 10 towns.
Log into Roll20 for this. So I can see where we now rain is gone.
Okay.
That's a pretty map.
It's like it's oriented differently, I think. Yeah, because you guys are coming from the 10 trail.
So that would be.
Which means, where's the map? There.
There's the map. There's the map. There's the map.
I'm not seeing a compass on this
So
either.
Bryn Shandar. Where's Bryn Shandar?
It's in the center.
Right here.
Ah.
Oh, you're zoomed in super much.
So that means that, yeah, I guess I can zoom out a smidge. Yeah. So that means you guys would be coming from the left of Duganhold.
Dugan.
So
we'll
basically
come up
we're
this way.
not to the left of it. So you guys would be basically
Right, underneath.
the first
underneath
time you would
Icewind
hit would
Dale.
be Bryn Shandar. There's a path,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like through the symbol, the Icewind
gotcha.
Dale. That's underneath.
Nice
that.
one.
Oh my goodness! It's
You
really
fucking
Alright.
dingus.
Oh, so here's Targos. That's where we're supposed to be going?
That's
where I
where,
need
that's
to
where
go,
his
yeah.
that's where his ring.
And which way are we coming through in here?
Basically diagonal.
Basically through the
This way.
through the
This
Icewind
side.
Dale symbol, there's a road.
Oh,
the
got
10
it.
trails.
Okay.
This map isn't quite as good as I wanted it to be.
Oh, there's that Dugan Toll.
Dougal's hold.
Do good hole.
Dougal's hold.
Okay.
First time you would actually hit would be.
It's a town of good
Shandar.
meat.
Bryn Shander.
Yeah, it's a good town.
I wonder what they do.
You would.
I
love
can
to
never
know that.
guess.
Make terrible wine.
Yeah.
So, as you guys approach the town, you see that it's walled off, and it's perched atop this cold, lonely, wind-lashed hill.
And which one are you trying to get to?
He's trying to get to Targos, but we have to go through Bryn Shander.
I mean, we don't have to.
Well, he just said that's where we are.
Well, we're currently
That's where you're going
approaching
towards.
it, yes.
You guys
Right.
can choose to go around.
We can go through the mountains and get to Targos.
Yeah, as far as you guys are concerned, the towns, they're basically, they're not anywhere near as bad as Luskin was described.
Huh.
These towns are more, it's more like, if you had a pass and you wanted to get away from it, you would go here and nobody would ask any questions.
Huh.
You see, it's kind of like the
Retirement.
retirement for villains and bad guys and even good guys that just want to get away from everything. It's kind of one of those things where if you're useful to the town, they don't ask questions. As long as you pull your weight, who cares what you did previously?
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice in that fact that you're able to just kind of, whatever your past was, whoever you are, whatever race, doesn't matter. They don't care. No questions asked. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be a goblin, a kobold, whatever.
A drow.
Yeah, drow.
Well, yeah.
Back in the
I
day,
said
it wasn't always like that. Yeah, Dritz was the person who kind of changed all of that. He was one of the first. He wasn't welcome here in the beginning, and he kind of defended the towns from pretty dire straits.
I need to go pick that book back up. It's sitting on my nightstand. I haven't read it in months.
So yeah, you're approaching the town, but you know that Targos is based on his map
Way.
to the left, west or east, depending on what direction you're facing.
No.
Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to go through Bryn Shander, or do you want to stick to the shitty mountain pass?
How late in the day is it?
It's still night.
It's still night.
Always
it's hard to,
night.
It is kind of hard to tell.
It's like we never left the Underdark.
But you know that when you woke up, it's only been about 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you still have about another hour or two of travel that you could probably make it to Targos, just kind of going straight there. But if you wanted to stop in Bryn Shander, that's
I
also
mean-
a possibility.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
if
don't
you
need
want-
to stop to rest or anything. Let's,
But if you want to, if there's a chance that your guy's here,
let's get on to.
I mean, Bryn Shander is kind of a major town. What if?
It's
What if
it's one of the
they're-
first that you come across.
Yeah, we might as well stop there.
Yeah, because I mean, what if they're here?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if they're here, then that's gonna finish your quest and then get me mine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know what we're gonna do about it if we do find him.
That's true.
Kill
The
him!
decision maker hasn't been here for 2 weeks.
I'm also curious what's going to happen.
We gonna kill him like a dog in the streets.
Shoot him out back. So you guys start approaching and getting closer and closer towards
Throw him down Duden's hole.
Bryn Shander, and still your path is clear, but behind you can see that the storm has resumed behind you. You have this little hole that's kind of been carved out for you in this storm. But as you approach and get towards Bryn Shander, it kind of resumes as you're in the actual city itself. And you approach through these gates that there's 2 guards posted up on the wall. And they say, "Welcome, travelers. Business or pleasure?"
Business.
"Very well." And they open the doors. No questions asked.
One question asked.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
They say, "Welcome to Bryn Shander."
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us in.
It says, "If you're looking for shelter, the North Look would be a good inn to stay in."
The North Look.
Yep. You'll find warmth there. And then the gate, as you guys go in, I assume the gate's closed behind you.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Kind of just tips his hat.
Once inside, what do we see? Is it like a bustling kind of town, or is it like
Um,
a?
Ran
It's one of the largest towns of the 10 towns. It looks pretty well kept, and you can kind of see as you like kind of were cresting over the hill, you can kind of see the other towns in the distance. And you notice that there isn't walls around every town, because each town is only within about 5-mile distance from each other. So you had kind of like I guess the storm would kind of obscure that, yeah. But either way, this town, you notice that there's bright lanterns kind of set throughout all of the streets, so it is pretty well lit as it could be. The wind kind of sways the lanterns back and forth, and otherwise it's pretty drab. It's about as good as it could be in this weather. But yeah, as far as people, there's a decent number of people inside the town. You don't really know the population, but you see, just as you're entering in, you just see kind of just standard commerce happening. Probably a total of, I don't know, 15 to 20 people visible at the moment.
Is the street set up like is it just, snow pacted ground?
Yeah, they try to keep it, not shoveled, but
right, passable.
Yeah.
What about
it's pretty packed in. You notice that a lot of there's like one main street from the gate that kind of goes in, and then there's a bunch of small little streets that kind of course off. So I should probably change this. It would be a bit easier to see.
Do they have shops set up? Is there storefronts and stuff like
It's
that?
mainly buildings. It'd be pretty difficult to set up tents outside. You would freeze to death. It's quite cold.
It's so loud.
Yeah, it's winter. It's coming.
You wore the right hat for it.
I had
Send it.
thought about putting all of the 10 towns in Roll20 for you guys as maps, but I'm like, they might just go straight to Targos. I don't know. I had Targos ready.
Alright.
You couldn't have just gone to coolfonts.com and changed Targos to Brinstendar?
Nah, they all look different. This is one of the only ones that is actually well off. But easy enough. This is the town that you see.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's a nicely
Bigger than I
packed
expected
in
it to be.
city.
like it.
One of the largest cities in the 10 towns. I think it actually is the largest. The most populated.
Which gate did we come in? The north gate, east
I would assume
gate,
Southern gate.
south gate,
On all block.
southwest gate?
Yeah.
Okay. So we came in from this direction. Wow, it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Well, the scale's down at the bottom right, I think.
Yeah, it's 1,000 feet. It's roughly a 2,000 to 3,000 feet wide
Yeah,
radius city.
it's not terribly large, but good enough, decent enough population here to, keep the city bustling for as well as they can in these dark, cold times.
The hooked knucklehead.
What?
The hooked knucklehead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god.
Ooh, there's an emporium, there's a market square.
Very cool. And we'll truck on up to the north wall.
And you start going towards the
On up.
Whoa, dude, Thunder Man.
All the way up by Northgate.
You guys kind of walk through the towns and ask for directions towards the north look, and you're kind of told to go through the Merchant Square and then go towards the north gate, and you'll find north up there. And if you guys go straight there, it's easy enough to find.
Well, what do we want to do here? Do we want to ask around, see if anyone has seen this group come through? If they stayed here? find like some city guard or elders or something.
Yeah, I mean, if these guys have been trying to warm themselves up to the local folk, then if they've been here, then it shouldn't be too hard to hear about it.
Yeah.
Just from asking around.
Well, do we want to go to like town hall and just like go straight to like some people of authority?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they've been here for 2 days,
Yeah.
would they get town hall status right away?
I mean, they might try to go there
They might, yeah.
and be like, "Hey, yo,
Hey, yo,
we trying to help you out. We're the Golden Guardians, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Mafk.
What?
Mafk.
Mafk?
Mafk.
Oh my god.
I just want to know like we know what they're doing, but we don't know why. I'm
We do
curious
know
as
why.
Why we do?
It was something along the lines of, like, the
They're-
winters were here were so oppressive, like, suddenly.
Okay.
And it was believed that by killing
God.
Oral, they could halt them.
Yes.
Yeah, over the last couple of years, winter has gotten brutal.
Yeah.
Unrelenting.
Yeah, so their belief is that by killing Oral, they'd be able to bring them down a notch.
Okay.
We could have just talked to Oriole and been like,
Like,
hey,
hey,
want
how
to cool it a
about
bit?
Yeah, if
Like,
yeah.
raise it like a degree or two.
Yeah, just, you
Just
know,
less of the winds.
yeah, cool it. Not literally, but, you know.
Yeah.
But maybe she's not the reason that it's happening.
Well, she was able to control our path to get here a lot
I
easier.
mean-
Well, but she did that for us. But maybe she's not the reason that
Yeah.
this
For the
whole
season?
situation. Yeah, maybe she's not the reason,
for the season.
They just think she is.
Yeah.
It could be something totally different. They could be just chasing nothing.
Could be. This changes nothing for me.
No, it's just I've been thinking about it for a couple days about why. I mean, ever since we ran into her.
More than just want to smash face of Fredricus Jones.
We'll get to that. I'm curious as to why they think it's her reasoning and what their end game is. Like,
I
what
guess-
are they expecting out of this?
My guess would be that this Oril has not always been around. That Oril is a somewhat recent installment.
Came in with a new
And then
update.
is this something that they chose themselves to pursue, or did someone hire them to pursue it? That's my other question.
If their reputation is anything to go by, it seems like maybe they heard about it and decided this was a noble
Yeah, I mean,
quest.
we don't know. These are just questions I'm asking myself as we've been walking for days,
Yes.
just rolling around.
Playing in the snow
So
with
many
giants.
questions in my head.
So many questions.
Alden says, I remember reading about Arl. She, as she said, I guess if we met, if that really was her, she is the goddess of winter. But she's also, from what I read, she's fairly fickle, vain. From what I read, evil. So it's very possible that
She was
this
very
could
nice
have
to
been.
us.
We've been duped again, brothers and sisters.
It is quite possible that she is the cause of this winter wonderland. But perhaps she was so nice to us because, as you mentioned before, an enemy of our enemy is a friend. She might have seen that and decided that, hey, if she can help get rid of these golden guardians, this is win-win for her.
Mongo merely pawn in game of life.
It's Blazing Saddles.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
So, to town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still like
In the end.
got questions in my brain.
Yeah, so as you travel through the streets, you get to the North Look. You enter in. It looks like it's a well-traveled area. You kind of walk in and you look to see that there looks like all kinds of types. Mercenaries, other adventurers, all kinds of different types of folk seems to be traveling through here at any given time. As you come in, you see that there's a tap room, and behind the counter, kind of giving out beers to the patrons, you see a human. Kind of welcomes you guys in. welcome to Northlook. What can I get for you?
Wait, we were going to Town Hall first, which is right here. Northlook is up here. Town Hall's over
That's
here.
true. Yeah.
I heard you guys are going straight to the end. You guys are going to Town Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're gonna look for
We're gonna
some like
questions.
authority figures and ask if
about these golden gadgets.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the first decision was Northlook, but then
First
we
decision was
decided-
Northlook, but then we changed our mind.
Gotcha.
What's up with these pony boys?
Pony Boy?
Stay golden pony boy, motherfuckers.
I'm so
He's
confused.
in so deep, I just can't understand. It's like, what? How many layers of jokes is he on? Because I'm fucking out of it right now. He's saying 3-letter words that are motherfucker. He said motherfucker, motherfucker.
So you get to the town hall. You ask for whoever's in charge. And they
Can
tell
we
you
talk
that
to your manager?
Speaker Duvessa Shane is in charge.
That's not Shane.
Duvessa Shane.
Shame or Shane?
Shane.
Duvessa.
Duvessa.
Duvessa. Shane.
Shane. Speaker. And they say they will be available in just a moment. They are in a meeting.
We will wait.
Some time passes. You see a human male that looks what you can only imagine is some kind of figure of the town's guard, wearing the town's guard garb, but more extravagant.
Okay.
He kind of walks past you guys, nods, and continues walking. And he says, "I believe that. Let me go check with the speaker, see if he's accepting an audience." And shortly after, comes back, says, "Please come in." You guys enter the town hall, go into a long hallway down to an office-like area. And you guys are taken into this room where you see a human, fairly young. And he says, "Please come in." He says, "And what can I do for you, new adventurers?"
Yes, Speaker Shane, very nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Duvessa's fine.
Thank you for your time. We have heard about your predicament with the ever-increasing volatility of the winters around here.
Yes.
And we have
Causing some tension between the towns, but I've been able to stave off the. That's politics, but anyways, yes.
Yes, word of your plight has even reached so far south as Waterdeep, perhaps even farther. So we have come to perhaps aid in this, especially since we heard that there was a group, the Golden Guardians, who are coming to aid you as well.
I have not heard of them yet.
We had heard that they had arrived somewhere here in 10 Towns.
Oh, I haven't met them personally. They must not have came here yet. I'll have to ask around.
If you could, that would be great. We will be staying in the Northlook. Obviously, if our groups could get together, then it would make it easier for us to find a solution.
And you are?
We can be.
That's what we were telling everybody.
What?
It physically hurts him
I'll
to say
let
that.
It's better than any name ever came up by you.
Kiki,
for our
what was it?
party.
We're called the Clove.
Okay.
You
He
really
kind of-
can't say it.
He scribbles it down on a piece of paper.
I didn't want a name.
I
He
seem to
says,
remember you saying the clove to people in town before.
This is in your name.
My name is Bulman.
And you?
Kiarn.
You?
Krarak.
Excellent. And then he asks Molten and Kyra. Does she give her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot our.
Molten does as well.
Are the do the Zentarm have a reputation as like assholes or good guys?
They're not good,
Oh, okay.
typically.
Then I won't bring up that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, by the way,
Yeah,
They're-
well, he was saying that they don't have their things on their horses, so I was like, okay, I'll
they're
I'll
more
play it
they're
up.
more neutral, borderline evil in some ways.
okay.
The main branch of the Zentarum, yeah, they're more about trying to paint power and So yeah, globally, not really quite.
Okay, and I'll leave out that detail.
Yeah, what
Don't
his
bring that
main
up.
purpose is here so far, the only thing you know is that he's dispatched here to tell the Zentarum outpost in Targos something.
Yeah.
That relief is coming.
Mhm.
Whether there's more to that, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he says, very well. Was there anything else?
No, I believe.
We have nothing
if
on
they-
the Golden
if they-
Guardians.
I think maybe Odalin would have given a different name. I'm not sure what.
Sally.
Sal. I like it.
I'm gonna ask.
She would have gone with whatever came to her mind first, so Sally might as well be.
I'm gonna ask if have you ever heard of the Golden Guardians? Apparently, they're supposed to be like a really well-known troop of people.
The odds of him are pretty low. No, he says, I've never heard of him. He says, word doesn't travel here quite that often. This settlement is quite secluded from the rest of the world.
Does the name Fredicus Jones mean anything to you? No.
Nope.
Well, if you hear that name come across your ear, just please let us know while we're here. We're probably. Are we hanging out here for the rest of the day, or are we heading over to?
I mean, if we're getting a room at the Northlook.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think Targos is that far away from where we are. That's
Well,
why I was
what
asking.
I'm thinking is
It's
if
not
they
even,
didn't,
it's like, it's within a few miles.
if they didn't make it here yet, maybe they're south.
Maybe.
Well, they could have gone to any of the towns.
Yeah, but if
straight
they didn't
here.
make it to this town, I'm thinking they haven't reached this north of a point yet.
Possibly.
This is one of the first towns off the main path that you would even run into.
Yeah. So we can.
So it is kind of weird that they didn't, well, as far as he's concerned, they've never been through here.
Yeah. So I mean, we can.
He also just might not have ever known that.
Or they just
He doesn't know of
bypassed
every
it.
person that comes through. So.
Yeah, so he may or may not ask around. We can, when we get to North, we can start setting up like a network of getting how to get in touch with us. Yeah, because we told him we'll be at the Northlook. We'll tell the people at the Northlook when we leave, like, hey, we're heading up to Targos.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just completely bypassed this place and just kept going.
Mm-hmm.
So
Could be dead. No,
Yeah.
but
They should be.
They could have got
They
lost.
could have gotten killed by them giants.
They could have got lost in the snow and got turned around and arrived at a different town.
yeah.
yeah,
They might not even be here yet.
or we could spy on them
True.
instead of wasting time from town to town.
All right. Well, when we get to the Northlook, I'll do that. Okay. Well, we have a room.
All right, now we'll go
hopefully have a room.
Now we'll go to Northlook.
Or we could sit down for a drink at the Hook Knucklehead, and I'll do it there.
We
Whatever.
don't know what the hook knucklehead is.
What
We
is
can
the
only
Hook
assume.
The hooked knucklehead?
Mhm.
That's a torture chamber.
That's my favorite.
It's a strip club.
Or we can make this another shopping episode. Go
Yeah.
to the Market Square,
Yeah, go to the
Emporium,
armory.
the Armory.
I look like super lost on the strippers instead of just scrying.
Yeah. Pondering your orb.
Yeah. Using an orc booty for a crystal ball.
I think that's just some random location that like this map has that it's not actually. It might just be like another inn that
Oh, okay. Well, let's go
because it's
to
not in the
Northlook.
actual modules information as far as like a location. Basically, the ones in the module are. I mean, it could just be another inn.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go to Northlook then, because that's the name we have.
Excellent.
Where I will attempt to scry.
So, you guys hear
Well,
everything I
you
said
wanna
previously
drink?
about Northlook. It looks frequently traveled. Patrons going in and out. They look of all kinds of different sorts. Adventurers to mercenary type folk and standard simple males, fatties, and whatnot.
They didn't make it here yet.
As you guys walk in, there's a big tap room where there's a human male sitting behind the counter, feeding mugs to patrons. He kind of welcomes you guys as you come in. Welcome to Northlook. Can I have a mead?
Sure.
Sure.
Is there
How much?
can I look to see if there is like a table that's kind of like in a corner, like in a little secluded spot if he wants to do his thing?
Yeah, there's probably a table off to the side.
I don't think it's against the law to
No,
scry
but
it.
I don't want him to be disturbed.
Okay, checks out.
Do not disturb me.
I'll pay for a round of drinks.
Yeah, it's 2 silver per
I'll just give him
pitcher
a
of
gold.
ale if you're looking to grab like a pitcher to grab to fill cups.
I'm just gonna give him a gold. I'm not gonna sit there and try to
Gold maybe,
math
then
between
that
gold
might
and
be-
silver.
Well, it's 2 silver per pitcher.
Per pitcher.
Yeah, that could get multiple
Oh,
cups.
yeah, that would be 2. That would be 5 pitchers.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that's
said-
gonna be more than
Acceptable.
enough.
This is plenty. Thank you. Feel free to sit down and let me know if you need anything
I
else.
won't do much else after that.
Do you have any open rooms?
This is why yes.
Okay, we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open.
Well, if that's you and Alton don't share a room.
No, we're sharing a room, so we need 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then Alton's with you.
Kyra.
Carriage with
Forgot about that,
I
yes.
would stay with Bowman or Odlin.
Oh,
Usually
okay.
Odlin.
Oh, okay. Well then, 4 rooms. We'll probably need 4 rooms.
Excellent.
Are we sleeping separate?
Sure.
What's the worst I could
Of course, you don't remember.
have? That's true. It never happened.
Yeah, you know not to.
So wait, does that
Well,
mean that
You
I?
remember you and Alton being attacked.
Yeah. Yeah. He would have never died.
But there would have been no moment of what's the worst that could happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the butterfly
Okay.
effect gets real weird.
Yeah.
So I would remember that I was attacked.
I'm not even watching the
Alton.
butterfly effect movie just so I had like a general idea of like how they decided to do it, and then I kind of added my own little whatever. The first movie was okay. Second movie not great.
Yeah, don't watch the second one.
I already watched it.
Oh, well.
It was not great.
No.
It ended very abruptly, and I was like, wait, that's the ending? That's it? Okay.
Okay, boy.
So at this point, after what happened to us,
Yeah.
everything in our journey that involves Ren is gone.
Yep.
All of it.
It's been replaced by somebody else filling the role that he did, but in a different way.
But we don't know that.
It feels completely natural. It's like it never happened. He never existed.
What if it's Kayvon? What if he's not dead?
You know Kayvon's not dead.
Well, yeah, you know Kayvon's not dead now.
No, I'm saying this out of character.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you're saying it to Kurdak, and he's like, who the fuck is that?
Oh.
I don't know who Kayvon is.
He's like,
Saying
sure,
this to
Kayvon's
David.
not dead.
Is he supposed to be executed? I don't know.
No, never been to the Underdark.
Alright, continue. Anyway. Alright.
Alright, so you guys get a nice little corner table. Sit down with your mead. And it's good meat.
Is it good meat? Is it good the meat though?
It is. It's good
Because they
meat.
wouldn't name a town Good Meat if they didn't have good meat.
It's good meat from good meat.
Yeah, it comes from good meat.
Oh, it's imported.
That's how they
okay.
make sure.
Yeah.
And they're right down the road, so why not?
Well, it's not necessarily right down the road when it's middle of winter.
Well, do your thing. See what we can see.
Ponder your old.
Ah. Yes, I will try to scry on him. I believe he has a +3 to his modifier, and the DC is 19.
Maybe if he's in trouble, he'd be willing.
Oh, I hope somebody scries on
Somebody help
Somebody
me.
find my body before I die.
I did. But was it in a single intro?
Oh, are we doing Thursday this week still?
I'm still good with it. Yeah, Matthew just said he couldn't be there.
Because it's Christmas Eve, I think, right?
No, because it's Friday.
It's Christmas Eve Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck, they done my work Friday. Let me see.
Oh,
See
no.
that what that schedule looks like.
Alright, gonna try to focus in on your target. And, nothing. Just fizzles out.
I could not see him. No, it is not great.
It's not more than good. Definitely less than good.
Spend another day wandering around trying to find out about this fuck.
Well, can I talk to people in the inn if they spoke to him?
So you guys sit in the Northlook Inn, enjoying your mead. What next?
I'm going to ask the person that served us. I'm going to go up to him. Her?
Him?
And I'm gonna say, have you heard of the Golden Guardians
Says boy.
coming through here?
10 towns.
Or have you ever heard of them?
There has been some chatter about a group calling themselves the Golden Guardian. Yes. One of the other towns. I don't quite remember which one, but there were some patrons talking about it.
Maybe we
I
can slide a
overheard them.
gold to help that memory out.
There was some patrons. What?
Talking about this group that had wandered into one of the towns, mentioning they're trying to save the 10 towns for some reason. I don't know. Just another group that thinks that they can save the world, I guess. We'll see.
How long ago was that those patrons mentioned them?
I believe it was yesterday.
Well, we're looking for them.
Hmm.
So we're trying to find out where we know they're somewhere in this area, but we're just trying to figure out where, so we can meet up with them.
I'm trying to see if I can remember. I remember.
Man, what can I remember?
What city?
Just put
They kind of
balls
hold
in
his
it.
hand out. Cough.
Definitely don't hide the eye roll as I pull out.
1 copper piece.
No, I'm tired of messing around with this shit. I'm gonna pull out 5 gold.
Oh, she's breaking the bank.
My back hurts already.
I'm gonna pull out 5 gold.
Mhm. He says, "Oh, I think it was East Haven, if I remember correctly."
East Haven?
Yes. I believe that's what it was.
Where's East Haven?
East.
Depends on which direction you're looking.
God damn, that's how that works.
Ironically, to the west.
Yeah, it was a big joke.
But he says, yes, east of Bryn Shandar, not too far, a few miles. Follow the east way, and you'll find it to East Haven.
Who would have thought? East way to East Haven.
Okay.
But magnetically West Haven.
Yes.
So as of yesterday, that's the last place that
That's
people had seen them.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for your information. That helps us a lot.
I'm glad I can help.
I'm gonna go back to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm writing. So apparently they were in East Haven, which isn't that far from here. So I'm sure it's still. I mean, we've only been still going for a few hours. I mean, we could either.
Try and catch him, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can maybe just instead of staying here, just go straight over, see what we find.
I am good with that.
Should we tell someone here then that
No.
we don't want to connect the
Well, we'll tell the people at the front desk of the Northlook that we are heading to East Haven, in case.
Yeah, in case the speakers goes.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say, and then you said no. How come it's a bad idea when I say it, but it's a great one when you say it?
I'm just rolling with the punches here, speaking out loud. Improv isn't always easy. We make mistakes.
I thought improv is supposed to be yes, but, or never
Yes,
say
and.
no. Yeah, it's always yes and.
Yes, and. Yes, and.
So no to a yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna tell the person that we checked in with that we're going to do we want to put
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Stramsax."
If you had given me 5 guesses,
Stramsax
I
was
would
one of them.
have said Stramsax.
I wouldn't have guessed that in my life.
Stramsax.
Stram Sax?
Yeah, Stramsax.
Oh, Scram.
Stramsax.
Why do you have to make me
Yeah,
write
Kiki's
these
Stramsax.
names? Man, his parents did not love him.
He's not that difficult, Kiki. It's just Scramsax.
Stramsax.
Say the name of the group. It's not that hard. The clove.
The Trove.
It's like a 4-leaf clover, but it's just
The
the
Drove.
clove of it.
It's like garlic.
A garlic has a
Nodule.
A taste. An oil.
Oh my god! It's
A
like
seed.
did you banish K's from your vocabulary?
We are the low.
I'm gonna thank him for the mead and everything, and we're gonna head to East Haven in case anyone from the town hall is looking for us. We checked in there first, and left word that we were gonna stay here. So if anyone comes looking for us, let them know that we went over to East Haven.
So you don't need a room here tonight.
I don't think so.
Keep that
Is-
on check.
I don't know anything about East Haven. What kind of town is it?
Shit.
He's gonna be competitive.
Not nearly as good as. There's no walls around it. It's not very safe.
Okay.
Do people live there?
Yes.
Then it is safe enough.
Says the guy who sleeps in the middle of the woods.
Exactly.
There could be no people and it'd be safe enough.
Exactly.
It's always safe. There's no such thing as a place not
He's
safe.
the one who said it wasn't safe.
Okay.
He's like, it doesn't even
You're
have
the
any
one that said-
walls.
Yeah.
Everyone just gets killed there.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not.
People just drop dead.
Yeah.
They enter town walls, city
Raiders
limits.
Raiders
and
just
drop
walk
dead.
in.
Yeah.
Give us a firstborn child.
All right. Well, that's where we're gonna be. So no, we don't need a room for tonight. If we come back though, we'll come back here.
Fair.
Yes. If someone comes, send word to East Town.
East Haven.
East Haven
Town
for
in
the
town?
clue.
I'm sorry, say what?
Clue.
Oh, okay.
Good evening.
Clue.
This is great.
Awesome. Okay. Bye.
As you guys start to head out, you walk past this giant mounted fish on the wall. And it looks like.
Is it a bass with a big mouth?
No, well, it's got a big head and it's got like an X across the head, and it's got a plaque underneath it that says "Old Bitey."
Damn it! Okay, it wasn't as good as I was
awesome.
hoping.
And as you walk
it does
past,
sound pretty good.
it starts singing. There's a place I'd like to go, further up the river's flow. Where it is, I do not know. Must be under all that snow. And it just keeps repeating that, and it starts singing it, and then it stops.
Can you put that in a handout or something?
Oh, Bitey.
I don't think it's needed.
Just for flavor. It's
Sounds like a
apparently
treasure
just
map.
written somewhere.
Old Bitey. It's a great name.
I was hoping it was a treasure map.
I'll write down Old Bitey just in case we need to remember that
Old
later.
Bitey, stinging fish in Norfolk. Yeah, I can always reference it if need be again.
It's okay, I already know it's not
But
important.
yeah, it looks like a stuffed and mounted fish. It's a knucklehead trout.
Oh, I should have been in the knucklehead.
Yeah. That doesn't exist. Unfortunate. So you guys heading over to East Haven?
East Haven.
Yeah.
East Haven. Hopefully it's better than Gloomhaven's expansion.
Is it actually called Frosthaven?
The next one is called Frosthaven, yes. But the one I hate
It's a
is the
sequel.
Forgotten Circles.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys make your way traveling east, following down East Way. It actually is a paved road. There's snow on it, but pretty interesting that it's these roads between the 10 towns are all paved.
Okay.
They're a bit
With good
icy and
intentions.
yeah,
Well,
they don't really
they
keep
all-
it like plowed or anything.
Well, I don't
But,
like where this is gonna end up.
Yeah.
What?
You just said they're paved, and I said with good intentions.
Which means it's the road to hell.
Yes. I see. So you guys make your way to East Haven. As you guys
It is
get
a highway.
close to it, it starts to come into
If you're
view.
going my way,
It's fairly large.
I want to ride it all night long.
Oh my god.
It's actually bigger than Brim Shadar, but not walled.
Oh.
You see that it's up against a lakeside. You can see in the map. They went out
Well, that means
to
there might
attack.
be a lakeside
back to-
manor. I kept wanting to add an H there.
So you see a series of docks lined across the river bend,
Just around the river bend.
Oh.
and I don't know how late are we playing this night.
I would be able to stay till 9:30. I do work tomorrow.
I'm good with 9:30.
Absolutely, latest I can.
But yeah, I mean it's kind of a good stopping point depending on if the
Oh, I'm fine with that too.
if the Golden Guardians are here. It's
Yeah,
kind
we
of-
don't want to get too far.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Yeah.
too far.
Checks
So
out.
I'm good with that.
It's probably a good stopping point if they are
On
here.
the way to
then,
East Haven.
Yeah.
Just about to enter, and then we dropped it.
The rumors are true.
And movie's over.
This place sucks.
Roll credits. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-dam.
Walls are everything.
Walls are so important in life.
Have my last bag, please.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
thanks for everyone joining us. We'll see you next week for. Wait, are we doing Jamie's or is it like a special
Next
thing?
week is a Christmas thing, so I don't think it'd be a. I
I think
think
Sunday.
I would assume we would still
I
be
guess
doing
James.
James' game.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about.
I think the only thing.
it's
I think the only thing we're doing is having like.
Yeah, if you have presents, I think we're doing
Yeah,
that. But
yeah. I don't know if that's
we'll
gonna
do
be
that
an
stream or
on-stream
not.
or
Yeah,
not.
it might just be off.
Probably not.
We'll find out.
Ooh, the
But
eye is
see you
cool.
guys next week and
Take
we'll figure out what's gonna
care.
happen then.
Bye.